something that you'd like want me to tap into? Like
Uh,
something that you haven't asked like other people before.
can you tap into my sister?
Your
What is my
sister.
sister? What does she do? What is my sister all about? Where's she at in her life? Where's she been? What is she doing? What does she look like? Thank you for the little crown. What is her zodiac sign? You know.
Is she an air sign or a fire sign?
Honestly, bro, I gotta look it up. Hold up. Fucking.
Air sign would be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. And then fire signs would be Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries.
1 second. Okay, so she's not gonna be an air or a fire sign.
She have blonde hair. I'm just guessing because you have blonde hair.
She does. She does have blonde hair. She does have blonde hair.
Perfect. The spirits are on my fucking side. That's all I got. That's all I got. But I
Okay, well,
do
thank
love you.
you.
I love your lives.
Thank you so much for coming up, Alexa. I hope you have a good rest of your day. We're going to go and move on to our next guest here. Kimmy, I appreciate that, heart me. We're going to go and see what our next guest has to say. And Samantha, thank you so much for that $5 Venmo. Yo, W Samantha in the chat, thank you so much for that Venmo. Let's go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what Habits Breakum has to say here. I appreciate everyone for being here so much. Everybody, tippity tap tap away in that phone screen. All 4.5 thousand of you. Let's get to 500,000 likes and also share the live with a couple friends. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Of course, of course. Are you a psychic?
Yes,
Do you
and
think you might be able to prove that?
hopefully,
Okay, take it away, take it away.
do you suffer from anxiety? I'm getting a very nervous stomach coming from you.
I do suffer from anxiety, I do.
And anxiety always settles in the stomach. Um,
Um,
is the
Maybe.
anxiety caused by being bullied, basically in grammar school, around sixth grade, maybe?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, and you didn't tell anyone at first that you were being bullied, so that kind of built up to where the stress of it caused the anxiety. That's just one thing. And with you being an empath, then you pick up on emotions from people easily. You can normally
I
tell.
do.
You
Allison,
can
thank you for the $5 cash app.
you can normally tell what mood someone is in. And like when you go to talk to somebody about a certain thing, when you pick up on their mood, you become reluctant, or you either know, okay, this is the right time.
Do you think you might be able to go into a different room or turn off that TV?
Oh, I can turn down the TV, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I was tracking the last part of that as well. But I do struggle with anxiety. Yes, that is something that I do struggle with.
Yeah, and then I was saying because you're so such an empath, you're overly sensitive. You can pick up on people's moods, and sometimes, like when you have something to say to someone, you pick up on their move and say, "Well, okay, this is not the right time," or you know that this is the right time to tell them because of their mood, and you, even though you're on the live, you're actually pretty shy. Um,
I'm not that shy of a guy. If anything, I'm very extroverted.
even with the a girl that you like,
Yeah.
are you a little you're it seems like you're a little reluctant when you first meet someone that you like, or am I still?
If anything, I'm the opposite of that.
um then it's the discomfort is actually the jokes. Um, is that something that you do often to break the ice? You just kind of uh, you like riddles and you tell jokes often.
Bree Bailey, thank you so much for the $5 over Cash App. I'm not a big riddle guy. I'm not a big riddle guy. I do like jokes, you know? I like them. I do like jokes, though. And do you have anything else that you may be picking up on here with the spirits?
You're more relaxed now. The feeling of the anxiety is going away. And now I'm getting um did you have to move away uh and leave your best buddy behind? I would say you maybe had played a sport together. I'm feeling that it was baseball.
I've never played baseball.
Okay. What's the closest other thing to that? Maybe lacrosse? Have you played a sport at all to where you had to move away from?
Lacrosse. Okay, that's pretty nutty. My childhood best friend. I met him playing lacrosse, and he did move away.
Okay, and that was kind of hard on you as well. Um, you actually had
That was
um.
actually that was pretty good. That was wow.
Okay.
That was good.
Yeah. Um. Thank you. You're actually skeptical, but kind of 60-40, not completely. Um, because you have had some people like zone in on you.
I
Not that often.
I did have someone tell me my floor plan the day before yesterday. Yeah, yeah. Little 70-30, 80-20.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else you getting off of me? No.
Are you the
Well,
middle child?
no, I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest.
Was there a loss of a child after you?
No, there was not the loss of a child after me. Okay. Well, I appreciate you for coming up here tonight. I hope that you have a good evening. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Of course, have a good one. We're gonna go ahead and get our next psychic up here. We're gonna go ahead and get our next psychic up here, chat. I saw someone in the chat that said they did want to come up, so we're gonna go ahead and let them up to do a reading here. Let's see if they're on. She did guess right about lacrosse. That was pretty cool, everybody. Hello, how are you? Are you a psychic?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, now I am not exactly a psychic, but I can tell you some of your personality traits. If that's something you'd be interested in.
Unfortunately, just looking to talk to some psychics.
Okay,
but I do appreciate you for coming up here.
Just hear me out, just 1 second. If you're ever interested, there's a book called The Birthday Book, okay? Just take a look at it whenever you get the chance. It might open your eyes to some things.
Okay, I'll take a look at the birthday book. I appreciate you for coming up here, Scorpio. I hope you have a good night.
You too. Bye.
All right. The birthday book, guys. We're gonna have to look in to the birthday book. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Scott has to say here. Our next guest is loading in. Everybody share the live with a couple of friends. Everybody tippity tap away on that phone screen and hit that follow button. We're going to go ahead. Thank you so much for that, Corgi. I really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and get our next guest of the night up here. Kimmy, I really appreciate
Hello,
that $5 cash app. Thank you so much. Hello, Bryn. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am psychic and I sorry, I'm just really nervous right now because it sounds crazy to say something like this, but trust me, I have felt things that are very supernatural.
Sweet. So, do you think you might be able to prove to us that you're a psychic by maybe telling me something about my past or something in my personal life or some, maybe pick up on like my parents, my grandparents, and ex? Just, I don't know, anything along those lines they might be able to pick up on.
Oh, it's not. Wait, I gotta get it.
Okay, apparently the spirits condemned her. The spirits condemned her. We're going to go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest here has to say, guys. I think the spirits condemned her. The spirits shut her down there. We're going to go to move on to our next guest. Hello, how are you?
Hello. It's Thank you for bringing me up here. I
Of
just wanted
course.
to say that I've been psychic all my life. I have abilities. I can see the future. I have really good intuition. So like I just wanted to come on here and like obviously like prove to you that I'm psychic. So what kind of like way would you like me to prove to you?
Maybe telling me something like more specific about me or my life or people in my life, or like, high school, just something I'd be able to like confirm or deny. It's completely up to you. I understand that, sometimes when connecting to the spirits, we may need some tranquilizing energy to do so. So I have some Zen music studies and massage music going on here. So I got that for you if you want to just go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, so what I'm feeling is that when you was in high school, a lot of people doubted you and doubted your like capability of like doing something, if that makes sense.
Not
Does that
really.
like does that like go to you? And
I'm,
I feel
I
I
don't, I
feel like
don't exactly know what you meant.
the spirits are like telling me that you have like kind of like had to go through like a lot of like resilience in your life.
Yeah, okay, there has been a bit of resilience.
And like also
The spirits condemned her too. The spirits condemned her too. I don't know where she went. The spirits condemned her. All right, moving on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and get our next guest of the night up here. Let's go ahead and see what PHB has to say here, guys. Our next guest is loading in. The spirits condemned her. Welcome in. Are you a psychic? Oh, hello. Looks like Wait, 1 second. 1 second. Are you a psychic? Do you think you might be able to go ahead and give me a reading or tell me something about me or my life to confirm that you are psychic? Yeah. I'd say that's pretty general. That didn't really apply to me too much there. That was a pretty general statement. I feel like that could have applied with a lot of people. I'm not exactly sure what you mean when you say that. Dude, come on, guys. All right, we're gonna go and get our next guest, Kirsten, up in here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I need to get it together here, chat. Welcome in, Kirsten. Oh, Kirsten went ahead and left. I need to get it together here, chat. We're gonna go and get our next guest of the night up here. Let's go ahead and see what Chris Reeds. Let's go ahead and see what Chris Reeds has to say here, chat. Our next guest is loading. Our next guest is loading in here, guys. Also, if you haven't hit that follow button already, make sure to hit that follow button, baby. Welcome in, Chris. How you doing?
Hey, so all right. So here's how I can prove to you something. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm a tarot card reader.
Okay. Do you think the
Uh,
cards might be able to
yeah,
prove you're
I
psychic?
have been pretty darn accurate as of late. So All right,
Okay.
so here's what I'm getting, right? So you have had some disappointment in your life, right? I kind of feel like some abandonment, withdrawal issues, and because of that, you
Maybe the
have
crown.
had some, I would say, mental health issues in the past, right? You have felt backstabbed, and because of that, there have been some repressed emotions.
I gotta
Um,
admit, I really haven't struggled with too many mental health problems in my life, and I realize that I'm pretty lucky for that, but I haven't.
okay, so you haven't felt you've never felt like even at the slightest bit with mental health because we all do, and that's
I
fine
mean, I have
at
anxiety,
one point in
but
our life.
I have anxiety, but I've never struggled with depression.
Okay, well, you know what? So anxiety is part of mental health.
Okay,
So,
well then I think okay, you
but
got it.
anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
so what I do have, and I will show you the cards. Give me 1 second. Let me turn on my camera. Right, and what I pulled up ahead of time. Right, you do have some kind of celebration coming up. Right, I kind of feel like spirit is telling me to tell you to tell me if I'm wrong. It's okay. We learn from our mistakes, right? Um, you kind of have some kind of celebration up. I'm not sure if it's because of some kind of authority figure, or maybe someone's birthday, your birthday, etc.
I mean,
But
Christmas
I feel
is
it's a birthday,
October's
right? You're gonna have
October's
some kind of
closing up.
celebration coming up.
I mean, like,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no.
So I'm gonna say end of October.
Halloween, Halloween. You are man. You are you talking about Halloween?
No, 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 no. No. I'm saying a birthday, some kind of birthday, right? Some kind
Okay.
of celebration.
Yeah, no birthdays or
Okay,
celebrations.
it's what I'm saying. Um,
Yeah, no birthdays or celebrations,
it's gonna
unfortunately.
be some kind of authority figures,
Yeah, none.
some kind of authority,
I really can't think
or
of
there's gonna
any.
be some kind of celebration.
I, I mean,
Okay,
Halloween. Halloween, that's
so
about it.
and then give me 1 sec. Let me just pull a clarification card real quick. Okay.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Pull
Here's your clarification card.
yeah,
You
pull
have
a
been
clarification
managed.
card.
You've been okay.
What's that?
So you have been trying to manifest. I kind of feel like about some kind of gains, right? I'm gonna say money. Well, the Six of Pentacles, you are actually gonna be able to achieve it, or whatever it is that you, money wise, that you have been trying to achieve. Okay. Now,
Um.
I'm gonna say within the net.
Oh shit, guys! I think he lagged out. I think he lagged out, Chad. I mean, he may have left his internet. May have disconnected. I think he lagged out. The spirits may have got him. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here. I think the spirits got him, chat. I think he lagged out, guys. I think he lagged out. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up in here, guys. Let's go ahead and see what Caden has to say here. If you are a psychic, if you are a spiritualist, make sure to hop in those guest requests. If you have a connection with the spiritual realm, make sure to hop in those guest requests. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest of the night has to say here. Let's go ahead and see what Zam and Graham has to say. Thank you so much for that. Heart me, I really appreciate that. And if you are psychic, make sure to hop in those guest requests, guys. Make sure to hop in there. Hello, are you a psychic?
I'd like to say so.
Okay, do you think you might be able to prove to us that you're psychic?
I pulled some cards for you, and I got the Seven of Swords, and that usually represents the Thief card. So,
Okay, what does that mean?
okay, so I got the Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups in reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Moon in reverse. So, some event in your life has caused you to feel like something's been stolen from you, or something was literally stolen from you. and it's hurt you to the point like you're seeking some kind of clarity as to why this would happen, or maybe how did it happen is what I'm hearing.
Nothing has been stolen from me.
Okay. Well, it's not like physical. Like you earlier were continuously mentioning like your ex and your mom and your family and your grandparents and all that, and asking about like specifics, right?
Right.
Right. And so I feel like you're looking for clarity because something isn't matching up with like everything else you've experienced in your life. Like something recently has occurred that shook you, and it might be like what you're doing right now, like talking to psychics, but it's
I,
making you question everything that you believed before. It's like messing with your foundation.
not really. I don't think I've gone through anything quite like that.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks anyway.
Of course, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. PC, thank you so much for that good evening. Thank you so much. We're going to go and get our next guest of the night up here. If you are psychic, make sure to hop in those guest requests. I'm going to be looking through these, looking for some of the, for some of the professional ones. You know, last time we were on this topic, we had a few of the professional psychics hop up in here. So let's see if we could do that again here. Let's go ahead and see what Mystical Fairy has to say here. Let's go ahead and let Mystical Fairy up here chat. If we're enjoying the stream, make sure we're tapping away in that phone screen. Sheila, thank you so much for that galaxy. It's really appreciated. Everyone, let's get to 500K likes, everybody. Welcome in. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Are you a psychic?
I would, cause I wouldn't. I am, but I wouldn't call myself that. I'm empathic, so I'm usually good at like picking up on people's emotions or certain things or aspects about their life in where they're currently at and what they're
Okay.
working on.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I'm just looking to talk to some psychics here that maybe will, have a connection to the spiritual
Yeah,
realm.
I did pull like some clarifiers or some things that I'm picking on that I feel that you are like working on, because I do tarot. So
Okay. Yeah. What did they say?
okay, so I was picking up that you
Kimmy, thank you
have
for the
been
money gun.
I was picking up right now you're at a point or time in your life right now where you're looking for more fulfillment, especially in your areas of financing, of finances, because you're kind of like someone that's, I wouldn't say mismanage money, but you do enjoy you do kind of find yourself sometimes like overspending, but sometimes being pretty good with money. But basically, I'm like feeling like you're at a point of time where you're kind of like doing some seeking in life dissatisfaction with certain things, but you're optimistic because you know that something is coming along for you right
Um,
now. And a lot of people go ahead.
I'm actually really happy with where my finances are right now. They're the best they have ever been. And when it comes to my spending habits, I'm an excruciatingly a low spender.
Yeah, it could be something that was kind of like in the past because it was coming kind of like in reverse. So it could be continuously like maintaining the amount, maintaining what you've been doing in regards to your finances and like the material things that you have, because possibly in the past it was something you've learned over time that you weren't always pretty good with. But
For the most part, I've always been pretty good with money. I started my
towards
first business when I was about 12 or 13, and then I kind of just saved everything I made off of that. And I've just kind of been like, playing off of that to get to where I am now. So I've always been really good at like my spending habits. I take great pride in them.
Yeah, I'm not sure when your birthday is because this is my first time going here, but I was getting like earth sign energy because I got like a lot of earth cards, especially with Taurus. Um this is my first time being invited by my sister. She was like, "You should join."
Okay,
But your
so
birthday is like around me.
I am gonna be an earth sign. I'm a Virgo.
Okay. Yeah, because it's pretty typical for like earth signs to be very practical with their finances and resources and very organized. But I'm guessing the only thing I'm getting is to not let others intimidate you or you know, bring you down from your sense of purpose or what you feel
Okay.
that you're meant to do.
But you just said I wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's like more past because it is in reverse, and half of the time when some of these
The
come
Gorgie.
in reverse, it could just be from a past sense up until now, the present moment.
I've always been good with money.
Well, I'm not really sure. You're not seeking any security in anything. Right now, there's not a goal that you're striving towards because I'm seeing like you're moving towards something. You have something that you're working on, like a new goal or a new greater cause or something that you want to bring
Well,
forth. So like you have a
I feel like
choice.
everyone is always kind of working towards a goal, right?
So like there's something that you want to do
You read
that's
handouts.
in regards to like being generous to others. Like you want to give back you want to give back in a sense for something in the community that you're really passionate about.
I feel like most people want to give back. But
Most
yeah.
people. But yeah, I was picking up that there's something that you are working on. It's like a project that's going to be in regards to giving back in some aspect. I did hear you on a live talking about you removing, but this is kind of like something that took you some time to like waver on because you wasn't really sure if the move was like something you wanted. Like you just got a promotion, not a promotion, but you got an opportunity somewhere that's like gauged your interest.
I mean, I just went to college, so. But hey, I appreciate you for coming up here tonight. I hope that you have a good rest of your evening, and I appreciate your time here.
No problem.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest here, chat. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest here has to say. By the way, we may not be on this topic all night. We may switch up the topic here in a little bit, but you know, we're gonna be on this for a couple more psychics. Would you guys want to see another debate topic tonight? Would you guys possibly want to see that? Hello, are you a psychic?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can. Do you think that you might be able to give me a reading or tell me about my family or my past experiences or things that I could confirm or deny?
I can tell you things very specifically. Okay.
Nice.
So, when you pass gas, you actually like to sniff it. Is that true or not? Just be honest.
No.
You do. Um, but okay,
No.
okay, fine. Okay, all right. Your watch, it's not working right now on your arm. The battery's dead, right? Okay, well, it was dead for a second. Okay, hold on. Could you put the music on, please? The Zen music?
Yeah.
Okay. So you recently went to a restaurant. You didn't really like what you got, but you still ended up tipping. But my third eye tells me that you just tipped to be nice, but you were not happy with the service.
I haven't really been to a restaurant in a while. Because typically restaurant is like dinner time, and then I've been spending my dinner time doing these lives, so I probably haven't been to a restaurant for a handful of months.
Okay. There's somebody in this chat that I'm picking up on then.
Okay.
Okay. And you don't have a girlfriend.
I don't have a girlfriend.
The one that you had, you didn't even like.
I wouldn't agree with that.
Well, okay, fine. She was getting a little bit on your nerves.
Unfortunately, I wouldn't agree with that either.
Holy moly, what's going on here? Okay. All right. Well, okay. So you sure can I see your watch again? Because I just saw that it wasn't working. Maybe a couple of days ago the battery died or something. Okay. All right. You do not go get your hair cut too often because you just do not trust anybody with your hair. Okay,
Do you see the
it's
movement of the
working.
hand there?
All right. You sure you don't sometimes like to kind of cup your gas and just kind of
No, and hey, I don't get my hair cut that often.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to resign from my gift. I was
Okay,
picking up.
I'm sorry that the spirits weren't with you today. Thank you so much for coming up. I'm sorry that the spirits weren't with you today. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say here. Let's go ahead and talk to Bewitched Priestess here. If you guys are enjoying this stream, make sure to hit that follow button and tippity tap away on that phone screen and share the live with a couple friends. Hey, how are you? Are you a psychic?
Hi, I am an intuitive tarot reader, and
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm looking to talk to some psychics here tonight because I feel like tarot cards are a little bit
too general.
But I do appreciate you for coming up, and I hope that you have a good night. And the
Okay.
real, thank you so much for the galaxy. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 2 galaxies. That's very kind of you. W the real in the comment section down below. I really appreciate it. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest of the night up here. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest of the night up here. Thank you so much for those galaxies. And Brenda, thank you so much for the $10 Venmo. You just paid for my dinner. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the 3rd galaxy. Thank you. Welcome in, T Hut. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. This is just getting a crazy gifter right now. Holy shit! The Tiffany W in the comment section. Thank you so much.
Yes, the
for all those
demons are ready
galaxies.
for you.
Are you a psychic?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think you might be able to go ahead and give me a reading, or say like connect with spirits and tell me about my personal life, either my
Yes.
connection with? Okay, go ahead.
First, we must do a ritual.
Okay.
Okay, I need you to say some very simple things to begin the ritual.
Okay. Okay.
I, Dean. You can repeat after me. I'll pause for you.
I, Dean.
I, Dean.
I, Dean.
Post to listen through the light bearer.
Thank you so much for the 4 galaxies, for the 5 galaxies. Holy shit, the real. You're going insane right now. Thank you so much for all the galaxies. Dude, holy shit, I'm going to follow you back. Thank you so much for your crazy support. Thank you. What do you want me to say here?
I,
Wait.
Dean,
I,
wish
Dean.
to listen through the light bearer
Wish to listen through the light bearer
and to summon all of his servants.
and to summon all of his servants.
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Okay, so now the energy is with us.
Okay.
Yes.
So could you go ahead
Okay.
and give me a reading?
Yes,
or
I
something?
will. I will begin right now.
Okay, go for it.
Satan be with us! I'm getting a reading on you.
Okay. What is the reading?
Your mother was a drug addict, correct?
Yeah, she was.
Darn. I'm sorry to hear that. Did
Okay,
she do obscene acts to obtain money for said product?
No, she didn't.
That is good. That is what the spirits have been telling me.
Okay.
What was her substance of choice? By needle or by pipe?
It wasn't like that. It was medical.
That's the worst. It was deception.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes. I need you to say one more thing.
Okay.
And I need you to use a proper tone of voice. And I need you to take this seriously.
Yeah. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. I command Aleister Crowley and his teachings to come forth in my heart! Please repeat.
I probably shouldn't say that.
You have to. You engaged in the ritual with me. We have now opened a portal to hell.
Where's the portal at exactly?
I can see it.
What does it look like?
It's a doorway to hell. And I'm going to take you there with me if you don't finish the ritual.
I think you better just take me there. Take me there with you.
That's not good. That's like dropping the soap in jail.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes.
Okay.
The power of Christ compels you!
Well, see, now
That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
when you would know you were just doing a satanic ritual, then you said the power of Christ compels you, so that was a little bit counterintuitive to the satanic ritual, wouldn't you say?
Jesus is satanic. They rewrote.
I feel like that would kind of be counterproductive to the whole notion of Christianity if Jesus was satanic.
No, it's not, because we lost World War II. The Jews are the bad people.
Substantiate that claim.
How so?
You just made a claim that Jews were the bad people, so substantiate that claim.
Most definitely. The 13 bloodline families. There you go.
Yeah, what is that?
How do you not know what that is?
No clue what that is. You just sound like a delusional neo-Yahtzee. And like, look, I'm a professional debater, so I mean, I'm more than happy to just show. Yeah, like, did you know? So like, yeah, Hitler, that guy unalived 11.6 million individuals and indirectly unalived 85 million individuals as a result by starting World War II. Right?
Yeah, and who funded World War I and World War II.
Right, so we could look at like, like the communist state of the USSR, as well as like China.
Who funded World War I and World War II? It's the same person.
You're right. I'm pretty sure this guy's just a yapper. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on and kick him off. I mean, I was just gonna go on to debate him about that, but I think he's a little bit too far gone. He's a little bit too far gone. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Looks like we have an oracle in the guest requests here. Let's go and get Denzel. Thank you so much for those hand hearts. Thank you so much. And then also, just real quick, the fucking the real Tiffany, you were going crazy on the gifts. Thank you so much. Hey, what's going on, Denzel?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going all right. How are you? Rosebud, thank you for the galaxy.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So, are you a psychic?
I am.
Okay, sweet. Do you think you may be able to like prove that to me, or?
So I think it's a little different than most people understand. I can probably give you like a good reading. Is there something like you want me to prove like in a certain like area of your life?
Yeah, no, just like something like more specific to me that I could either confirm or deny, or something that's like more in like relation to like me, my life, or my past experiences.
Okay, cool. So in that regard, do you want it to be like about like maybe like a family member specifically, maybe like friends, like a relationship?
Sure. Why don't you do my grandma? No,
okay, cool. Like your relationship with your grandma.
Let's do my
okay,
sister.
cool. So like your relationship with your sister, like just your sister's like how like her like who she is, I guess.
Who she is? Use those. Connect to the spirit realm and tell me who my sister is.
All right, cool. Give me like 2 seconds. Let me see what I can pull up.
Holy shit, Tiffany! Yeah, no, take your time. Yo, fucking hell, Tiffany. Yo, thank you so much for the galaxies. My God. Yo, Tiffany's going like insane. Yo, dude, guys, like, well, I want to fucking W Tiffany in the chat like right now. Thank you so much, Tiffany. W fucking Tiffany in the chat right now. She's also the top gifter, bro. Everyone go fucking follow Tiffany. W Tiffany. Appreciate that. But anyways,
all right.
Take it away, Denzel.
So I feel like it's important to note that there's nothing that I can say that's going to be outside of the human spectrum experience. So like anything I say is obviously going to be relatable to most people. Or at least to a handful of people. But that being disclaimed, I feel like your sister kind of has like sometimes like really sad girl vibes. It seems like she might be like a really fortunate person like in certain aspects and like certain things like might seemingly go for her, but it seems like she might still kind of like suffer from like I don't know, maybe like depression or maybe like a lot of like really traumatic experiences that are kind of like holding her back in certain aspects. I say she seems to be like a really, really like kind of fast-paced moving person. She tends to, at least from what I can see, not really be selfish with her money, but kind of like really discerning and really like good with how she spends and stuff like that. So some people might kind of see it as like selfish, or maybe not even just money specifically, but like maybe like her materials or like her belongings in general. She might have like really strong boundaries regarding that people might see a little bit as kind of harsh, so to speak.
Okay, so these are all going to be like.
I think that you and her.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did that kind of relate or not so much?
Um, not really.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe I'm just kind of off. Um, do you want me to continue, or are you kind of like, eh?
I mean, do you think you might be able to like tell me anything specific about me or my life?
Okay, cool. Like something that's going on personally, like right now, or like in the past.
Right now, in the past, just anything like more specific that may be a little bit less general and more like, localized around me.
I'll pull a card and see what comes up. That's a little bit harder, but I got you. I'll see what I can do. So I got Five of Cups, which kind of shows that maybe you might be going through a little bit of a hardship yourself that you might not be like trying to advertise.
Oh, hello?
A lot of people are, but it might be something that like might be currently like, really heavy. It could be maybe like a recent breakup, or maybe like even like a recent friendship or something like that.
I mean, I had like a semi-recent breakup like 6 months ago, but that isn't like a hardship anymore.
Okay, because Five of Cups itself is kind of about like moving past those prior wounds, so to speak. The next card I had that came out was Temperance, which kind of embodies and again, like I know this is kind of like stuff that most humans can embody in general, but temperance itself is kind of about moving past that and mastering your emotions as well. Really stepping into a little bit more of like your softer era, so to speak, kind of
Okay. Well,
being patient with certain aspects of yourself.
yeah, well, Danielle, I really appreciate. Sorry, Denzel, I really appreciate your time and thank you so much for coming up here. And I hope that you have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, have a good one.
You as well. Bree, thank you so much for the sunglasses. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here. Oh, we got a psychic, a medium, a healer, a multidimensional channel. Thomas Sawyer. Everybody welcome up Tom. Everyone welcome Thomas Sawyer. This is the real deal right here, though. This is a professional chat. What's going on, Thomas? How are you?
What's up, brother? I'm going to the past. Why do I keep seeing a bottle of lube at CVS? And I'm seeing this group of hairy men around you. I mean, what do you got going on, man? It seems to me like it's almost like a, can I use, are we 18 and up? I think we're 18 and up. Kind of like an orgy.
I thought you were the real deal, ThomasSawyer.com.
I am the real deal, but you've got to confirm this, man.
No, the spirits are
I mean,
misguiding
why
me.
am I seeing all these guys around you?
Why you are a legitimate. No, you are a. I'm looking at your website. You are a legitimate spiritual
Oh, damn
guide
right
and
I'm
healer.
legitimate. I'm an exorcist for 27 churches. But the point is, why am I seeing all these dudes around you? It just keeps popping into my vision. Bottles of lube, naked men, they're hairy. I don't understand what's going on here.
You charge $444 an hour for this?
No, this is pure fun because you're not letting anyone in energetically. But we're going to have a little fun here. Okay.
No.
And
How
why
about
do
what if
I
I
keep
what if I
seeing animals?
legitimately let you in?
No. Why do I keep seeing animals everywhere? Like what's going on? I'm seeing a farm.
The boxing gloves. I didn't grow up on a farm, unfortunately.
No, it's not a farm. It's like you got invited to a farm. There's a bunch of animals. There's men. It's kind of weird, dude.
There's no men. There's no hairy men. There's no hairy men on a farm, and there's definitely no lube at the CVS. I'm taking a shot in the dark here. I think
Okay,
that you
go
know
for it.
you're fucking around, but I think you also like are the real deal. So now,
Yeah, I'm the real deal.
if I legitimately let you in here, if I maybe turn on some Zen healing Zen
I
music
don't think
here.
the Zen healing shit's gonna work for you, man. But go ahead.
So now, what can I do to let you in here? How can I let this energy barrier down to let you in?
We could try some energy
Of
if
the
you
heart.
want.
Yeah.
With all the twist in the hand around shit. Could you say I accept?
I accept.
Thank you. Tap me into his heart. Do you feel anything like right here, right now? Any heat?
Yeah, I feel a little heat.
Okay. Open his heart a bit. Back of the shoulders, heat. I'm just getting into your energy.
Okay, tapping. There's an ad in the chill. Just give it a second.
You cool. You cool.
There we go.
I know we both taking the piss here, so it's okay. I know what's going on. But I'm genuinely trying to do energy work on it. Right where your sternum is, solar plexus open. Can you feel that pressure right there?
If I think really hardly about it, pressure.
Don't think about it, feel. Take the logical mind out. Tap into your intuition.
I'm not feeling anything yet.
Okay, what about the heart?
Well, yeah, I could feel something in the heart.
Okay. You pissing with me? Are you being real?
No, I've when I really put my mind to it, I could feel something.
Okay. There we go. I just wanted to provide a little bit of something, man. That's all. But you have fun at CVS.
There's no CES, man. There's no CES. Thank you for that. Oh, Oscilla, thank you so much for the Henry the Hedgehog. Yo, Lola, I appreciate those roses from you. I appreciate it. We're gonna go and move on to our next guest here. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here for the night. Who's it gonna be? I'm thinking it's gonna be Light Healers. Let's go ahead and see what Light Healers can do for us here, chat. If we're enjoying this stream, make sure we're tippity tap tapping. Holy shit! Oh!
Hi.
Thank you so much for that flying wish. I really appreciate
I'm
that.
clearing the comments real quick because I don't want to watch anything. So
Yeah, clear those
so
comments.
Just be me and you.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. So are you a psychic?
Yes, I am.
Very nice, very nice. And I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So this is what I feel energetically for you. I feel like with the past, we're going to talk about that first. I'm feeling as a kid, you've always put a smile on your face and you grew up pretty happy. I'm also getting a sense like there was an end of a situation, so that could have been either some heartbreak with mom and dad, divorce, some type of situation happened at a young age where it caused some heartache. I'm feeling as if you've always tried to make others happy than yourself. And one thing, though, in particular, is that you've always had a big heart. So moving forward into even from the past to now, I'm getting that you have emotions for every single person on this earth. You listen to everyone's side before you judge. I'm also getting that your mindset is very, very strong. Now, what I mean by this is, I would say, not like you're a manipulator in a way, but I would say you know how to use your words to get to people. You think before you say anything. I feel that you use some type of front before you can show your real self in a way. I'm getting an energy from like past, like this is like best friend energy. This is former. I'm feeling like there hasn't been much communication. I'm getting as if it's like the name starts with like a T, like I'm getting like Tristan, Tayden, like something like that coming through. That's all I keep hearing is from the past, and it's a male for sure. I'm connecting with you, that you connect with both male and female energy romantically. It may be something that you know now.
I'm a straight male.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, your energy does really feel like there's some male energy in there. I'm not calling you, bi or gay or anything, but I do feel like you just connect with males on a certain level. And a lot of males connect with you.
I'm gonna be a straight male. I was tracking you up until a certain point.
Okay.
I did have a friend named Tayton.
Okay.
He was a friend though. I'm gonna be a straight male here, so I don't think.
No, and I'm not saying that I feel that there's romantic feelings between you and him. I'm just feeling like there hasn't been much communication between you and him. whoever this friend is from the past that I'm getting.
All right, I haven't talked to him in a while. Yeah. So what else are you feeling here? Is there anything like
Yeah,
more
so
specific
I
here?
want to tell you that there is a lot of healing energy around you. You can heal people. You have this healing touch as well. And it's not even just spiritually. I feel like if you wanted to the choice and chance to become a doctor or anything, you could have. I feel like that's something that comes through you and people around you. I really feel like right now in the present time, there is an opportunity happening at this moment, but I want to give you some information about that you should not get your hopes high for it. If it's not a promotion in a way, but I would say like maybe a deal you're trying to make, don't get your hopes high about it because I don't see it actually coming through. And I see this male energy coming through your life, telling you these things, telling you like how much this deal could be for you, and I don't feel like it's necessarily going to go through, if that makes sense. Um, and then let me see. There was something that I really felt, you know, the healing energy is there between you and all around. I feel like you try and make others laugh as much as possible.
Um,
Hide your emotions inside for sure.
I feel like a lot of people on here might disagree with you. I'm kind of known as a more angry, mean guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see so. And I'm talking about like not even on TikTok or anything. I'm talking about your day-to-day life, just who you are as a person. You got a lot of emotions inside, but you're dealing with it. This is the best you've been emotionally. You've been the most drained right now, but it's the best you've been emotionally. So if there's been any trauma, everyone has trauma, I know that, but anything that you've dealt with for years, it's showing me that this is the best you've been overcoming things from your past.
Fucking it, dude. That gift scares the shit out of me. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. That gift shit, dude. It's so fucking loud. It's so
I didn't
fucking
see
loud.
no gifts, so
No, 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 no. The witch, dude. Thank you so much for the witch. That just scares the shit out of me, man. Thank you for the anarts, but W witch. Well, thank you so much for coming up here and giving a reading. I really appreciate you, and I hope that you have a good rest of your night.
thank you.
Of course. You know, I feel like a lot of what she said was a bit more general. But no, I'm not bisexual. And that was the second one in a row that has it's called me bisexual. Hello, John. Are you a psychic?
Hello, Fel Typhons! Yeah, psychic, I'm a really good psychic.
Okay, can you
Alright.
go ahead and prove that to us?
Alright. Let me just get into the state of mind.
Okay.
Alright. I smell something smelly. When I sense it,
Okay, we're gonna go to move on. We're gonna go to move on to spiritual projection here.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Would you like to turn your camera on? I feel like you probably would. Would you be interested in that?
Oh, let me see. Um,
I can send you a request there.
sure. How can I open my camera? Hi,
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great here, doing great. So, are you a psychic?
I do prophetic. I'm not a psychic, but it's a little bit similar, but in a Christian way.
Okay,
It's
so
like a
would you
psychic.
like to maybe prove this to us by telling me or about my life or prophesizing some things of my past or me or my relationships or just something along those lines? Something I could confirm or deny?
Yeah, sure. So, what I'm getting to you, Dian, I am getting more like I did see this like a woman. You know, she does love you a lot, and this woman is being very special to you. And when you were just younger, she does like to do something in your hair. She likes to touch your hair, and you were a happy kid when you were younger, but when you were growing up, your true colors of you, it comes out. You're not that person that really love a lot of people.
Okay. I think I'm pretty open to people. I think I'm a pretty happy guy. I think I love a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I might disagree with
Mm-hmm.
with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like what I'm getting is more like internal. When I say internal, it means there's a part of you that you choose to, but you cannot take away who really you are. And that's what I'm getting, the internal reading. I don't do based on what you look like, I based on what I see in your eyes. So your eyes would never lie.
Okay. Do you
So
think there's maybe something more specific you could tell me or about my past that I could confirm or
yeah,
deny? Just so it's like more specific in that way. It's like gonna grant like a higher level of justification.
yeah, definitely it does. You look like your mom. You look like your mom, especially the way I look at you. I see like your mother. She's very beautiful and a wonderful mother.
She
And
is. She is now. She
she
is now.
is, and I did see so many things that she regret on the past, but she has, trying to change things around.
Okay.
And remember, she always gets want the best for you. So
Okay.
whatever
Well.
that you do right now, she just trying to guide you so you'll never be like other people
Okay.
who's suffering, basically.
Okay. Well. Thank you so much for coming up. I appreciate your
You're
time.
welcome.
Have a good evening. That was a bit general. That was a bit general chat. Clairvoyant. Here we go. Here's a clairvoyant life coach. Sweet. Let's go ahead and get them up. There's a surprising amount of like bigger profiles here on TikTok. Um, she was acting like my mom was dead. Everybody, make sure to hit that follow button and share the live with a couple of friends. Also, join my Discord. The link's in the bio. And just real quick, if you've been considering donating, I just wanted to put it out there. My Venmo and my Cash App are in my bio. I get 100% of the proceeds over those platforms, and I only get like 30% of the proceeds over TikTok. So keep that in mind. But hello, clairvoyant life coach. How are you?
Hi, my name is Holly Hall, from AskHollyHall.com. I just need your birth date and if you know your time of birth, and then I'll take it from there.
Right. So my birth date was September 1st of 2004, and is if the time of birth is important, I bet I could get that for you real quick.
Sure. Yes, that would
Okay.
be great. That's neat. My birthday's September 2nd.
Very nice. We're gonna go ahead and phone a friend here. We're gonna go ahead and phone a friend. We're gonna go ahead and phone a friend here.
Where are you born?
Oh, I was born in Colorado.
What city there? I'll just put Denver. The longitude and latitude will be close enough.
All right. I don't think this. Yeah, they didn't answer. I don't. I can't get you a time of birth, but I think it was like early morning, around 8 a.m. And what are you
Oh, 8
typing?
a.m.
Yeah. Am I
That's
getting
neat. That's actually
doxxed?
where I've got it. Pretty close there.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm just pulling up the chart right now. I do sidereal astrology, so things change a little bit that way. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to take a look at you. So, first of all, you're meant to be famous in this lifetime because you were in a past lifetime, but you're very shy and reserved about that because you've got to be different. You got to be unique. If you take away that uniqueness about you, you've got a lot of undiagnosed, very difficult to diagnose any of your illnesses. And when they do, they can't figure it out. But most of it has to do with your digestive system. So you got to really take care of your digestive system. You've had a past life relationship with your mother. Your mother is psychic and intuitive. Therefore, you're carrying on the psychicness and the intuitiveness as well, but you've got a very scientific mind. So it's really important for you to have the actual facts about where intuition comes, because you're actually they got the archetype of the teacher and the archetype of the healer. So in order for you to be able to pass, and there is some abandonment related to mother due to the relationship with your father, which there's a sudden unexpected event with your father around the age of 9, maybe around the age of 14 as well. And then also with, if you have a brother or there's a sibling, also around the age of 19. You got a past life relationship with your father. There was a lot of anxiety around that. There was a sudden loss around that in a past life. And so there's that same anxiety in this life about, is my father going to be there? Is my father going to be available? A lot of issues around that. Now you
No, nothing
go
really
ahead.
happened with my dad in early childhood. Like you said, something may have happened with my dad. I mean, something definitely happened with my mom, but nothing really with my dad there. And then
Okay, so the
I
one,
have a pretty stable connection with him now.
oh good. Did something happen with your mom that related that could lead to abandonment? That doesn't mean she left you at
Oh
all.
yeah, sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And was it related to something that happened between her and your father?
No.
Okay. Um, Now this depends. If you're not born around 8 o'clock, then that's going to shift everything out of the 12th house and into the first house, which is even more about you being famous around that. Now there is difficulties going on right now within your work environment. That's going to change in March, mid-March of 2024. And basically it's because they're not utilizing your leadership skills, or you got really
You
strong
are
leadership skills.
you are in my work environment right now.
Okay. So I believe what really the strong issue is for you is that there's got to be more. I don't get me wrong, what you're doing is extremely unique and different, but there's still something more that needs to be, and that could be about the future book that you'll be writing too. Um, and teaching. This is more of a teachable book, not like a fiction book or nonfiction. Yeah, fiction. It'll be something more about teaching. So, and that'll be research based. But right now, if you add that little bit more of uniqueness, that more of that flamboyant flair, you're very creative. You've got the archetype of the actor as well. So if you're much more expressive about that uniqueness that you are, and you're not afraid that other people are going to laugh or anything, you got a great sense of humor too, by the way. That's got to come out as well. Then you're going to see like a massive amount of success for you in mid-March of 2024.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's like a few things that you said that may have resonated. Such as something to do with my mom, but that didn't really like reconcile with like issues with my dad or. But anyways, I appreciate you so much for coming up here tonight. I hope that
Thank you.
you have a good rest of your day. Yeah,
Thank you. You too.
of course. I think we should resonated. Okay, I need to focus on that word. I think that we need to focus a little bit more on maybe like things from the past that I may be able to confirm or deny for y'all. Thank you so much for that head of mustache. The last time when I ran this live topic, I had the most fun with people that would like tell me shit from the past. And also, everybody, if you're enjoying the live, make sure to hit that follow button. If this button right here is red, hit that shit, make it go white. I do debates every day. This topic is not really like a debate, so this isn't like my usual live, but we're gonna go to move on to our next guest. Also, if you're a mediums, please hop in the guest requests. I want to talk to some more mediums here and share the live out with a couple friends. Hop in the guest request if you're a psychic or a medium. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, chat. And also, Jessica, thank you so much for the $15 Venmo. I really appreciate you. You just you bought me Wendy's. You bought me Wendy's. Jessica. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Caden can do for us. A medium. Hey, W Jessica for that
Hello.
Wendy's. What's up, man? Are you a clairvoyant, psychic, medium, anything of the sorts? And Macy, thank you for the corgi seraphim roses.
No.
Okay, well, why did you come up?
Just seeing you live.
Okay. Thank you so much, Caden. Thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Everybody, tippity tap away on that phone screen. Let's get to 600K likes. Macy, thank you for those boxing gloves. What's up, Jeff Connie? Are you a psychic?
Yes. I guess I don't refer to myself as one. The police do. I've helped them many a times. Is there a way to turn on my I'm not too familiar with this.
Your camera?
Camera, yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, of course you could turn on your camera. I sent you a request there. You're just gonna have to accept it.
Um, and
April, thank
hey,
you for the superpower.
did it work?
It did work. It did work. So, can you go ahead and like prove to us that you're a psychic, maybe by telling me something about me or my life, or?
Well, honestly, I've never done it by telephone. I don't know if I'm capable. I'm not one to toss out something that's false or toss out anything. I'm 100% sure I won't say anything. That's the truth on that. I've helped the police numerous times. My church is actually the one that got me involved in it with missing people. It's just something I do. I don't do it so much anymore, one, because of my health. I did do it about 4 years ago. And I will say this, the police are very respectful. They bought me dinner. I was there for several hours. I was surprised how respectful they were.
Catherine,
I
thank you for
thought
the
they were going
sub.
to think I was not.
All
And
right.
by the way, for doing this, you seem very polite and respectful,
Thank
which
you.
I do appreciate.
Okay, thank
I
you for the
myself,
cap.
I'm sorry, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so do you think you might be able to tell me anything about me or my life here, just to, prove that you're a psychic, quote unquote?
I don't know if I could do that. Okay, let me see. I would guess you're a college student, but that's just, I could just tell because of your age and obviously your intelligence. So it would be wasteful if you weren't a student. What field? Either in law or medical. Secondly, I would say you're heterosexual. I think a lot of people probably accuse you of being homosexual. I would say very much.
Oh, this guy's a fucking psychic. Yo, this guy knows what's up. Yo, you're fucking W psychic in the comment section. Thank you for those sunglasses, Kat. Appreciate you. Yeah, continue on, Jeff.
Back to the psychics. I think there's a lot of charlatans. You know the definition of charlatan?
I don't.
It's people that pretend to be psychic in order to get people all their money. They pretend to be mediums. It's a big con. I think a lot of people want to be psychic because it makes them feel special, and they're not. I think true psychics, honestly, are very rare. They're not as common as people say they are. And in order for me to actually do what I do, I have to touch the person. If that makes any sense, I have a connection with them. If I touch them, most people, my friends, will not touch me. They won't shake my hand or they won't hug me because they're afraid.
Okay,
It
that's
is what it
funny.
is.
Well, Jeff, thank you. I appreciate your time up here. It was nice getting to talk to you for a little bit. Thank you so much, and I hope that you have a good rest of your night. W.
I
Jeff.
do. And again, thank you for being so polite.
Of course. Have a good night, my man.
You as well. Bye.
Yo, W. Jeff. Yo, kids. Yo, guy's a fucking psychic, man. Yo, that guy's a fucking psychic right there. No. He said to me, "Oh, you're a heterosexual, man, bro. Oh, man, bro, fucking reading minds, man. Reading minds. I was about gaslit into being a gay man. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. Obviously, being gay is not a choice. That's a that's a joke. That was a joke, chat. That was a joke. We're gonna go and move on to our next guest here. Let's go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Siberian Forest. Nope, we can't. Let's see who's next. Let's go and get Bianca up here. They're loading in.
Alrighty. So, hi.
Hey,
I
are you a
am
psychic?
32. For some reason, I was getting these thoughts. Like, this is so random. But was there something with, like, your grandma and, like, scrambled eggs? Like, you were very picky about your scrambled eggs. And, like, she slapped your hand.
Brian, thank you so much for the $20 on Cash App. Thank you so much, Brian. But no, I'm not going to see any correlation between my grandma and
Okay.
eggs.
Well, maybe it was just a weird idea.
Yeah. Anything? Nope. Okay, they left. Okay, no correlation between the grandma and scrambled eggs. Okay, we're gonna go to get our next guest in here, guys. Let's go and get who's next? I kind of let's talk to Dion Creatine here. All right, I think the spirits got him. Hey man, are you a psychic?
Yes.
All right, sweet. Do you think you might be able to go ahead and prove that to me by telling me something
Yes,
about
sir.
me or
Yes,
my
sir.
life or associated? Go ahead.
All right. So you believe that being gay is a choice? I mean, it's not a choice. It's not a choice. My bad. And also, you support homosexuality.
I do support homosexuality.
And when you woke up, your heart was beating.
I don't think the spirits are really connected with that guy. The spirits aren't so connected with that guy. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest here. Let's go and get Mister completely up here. I don't know if the spirits were connected with that guy so much. Everybody, tippity tap tap away on that phone screen, y'all. Let's get to 600K likes.
Yo, what's good, bro?
What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong? Wait, I about just asked you the wrong fucking question. Are you a psychic?
Yeah.
Sweet. Do you think you may be able to prove that to me?
Be able to prove that to me? Yeah.
Here, you got a bit of an echo. Swipe in and out of the app. You got to swipe in and out of the app. Swipe. I think the spirits just gave you a phone call. Swipe in and out of the app. Swipe in and out of the app. There you go. See, that's how we get that background noise off. Now come back into the app. All right. So I sent you a request on mute. Take it away, man. Oh, and he's gone. He's gone. The raptures are just going absolutely like crazy tonight. The raptures are just going insane tonight, chat. Who knows? Who knows? Hello, are you a psychic?
More of a clairvoyant.
Okay, sweet. Is there anything that you could like clairvoy about me or my life or something specific that I could confirm or deny?
One thing that I saw popping up was a red ball. Not sure if that's something major in your life or you remember anything like that. I saw something that happened in 2021 that started your journey with creating content or something like that, something major that caused you to create content. I'm not sure.
I started making content about 2 months ago.
Oh, shoot. So did you have the idea of making it from way back when?
No. Okay. Alrighty. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, chats. We got an eternal screaming. Let's see if this next guest can go ahead and give me a reading here. Maybe tell me something about my life that I could confirm or deny. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. Hello, how are you?
Yo, how are you?
I'm great. Are you a psychic? Thank you for the sunglasses, Kay.
I wouldn't want to claim psychic, but I would say I'm a little crazy.
Okay, so do the spirits tell you anything about me? Can you go ahead and
I feel like when you were a child, you had some type of fascination with the outdoors, but like an extreme fascination. And then also, you might have had a lot of friends, but you were kind of a loner in a sense. There were things that they would do that you kind of just didn't align with. And I think that went up until almost high school or even like after high school, right when it ended. And because you had such a different opinion than everybody else, you ended up taking this really interesting turn that kind of shocked the people who you grew up with a little bit because they didn't fully see the potential. Hell yeah!
Fucking hell, bro. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. That shit always fucking gets me. That shit always gets me. Yo, Miss Wanted Criminal, thank you so much for the fucking flying witch. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that gift. Thank you. Thank you so much. That I just have the headphones in and it's so loud, it scares the shit out of me. Like it's so fucking loud. Anyways, thank you so much for the gift. Anyways, what were you saying?
Okay. I think that's pretty much it. That you just kind of diverted from the path that people, oh gosh, choked on myself. That people kind of expected you to be on, and now you're making like an example of all of the people that have once talked you down. You also might have been a really giving person, and many people took advantage of that.
Just to verify, you're not a psychic, you're just crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm just a little crazy. Cause claiming psychic is just, I don't know. Claiming psychic
Thank you for the Alphonse trunk. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for the Alphonse trunk. I think she may have just, maybe just like wrong live or something. Thank you so much for the corgi, Tracy. She was just, kind of crazy, and you know what I mean. Thank you for the confetti, K. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, guys. That gift fucking scares the shit out of me, man. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. If you are a psychic, make sure to hop in those guest requests. Let's go ahead and see what AJ McCarthy can tell me. Let's go ahead and see who's next. By the way, if you're a psychic, if you're a medium, hop in those guest requests. And also hit that follow button if you haven't already, guys. What's up, AJ? Are you a psychic?
Absolutely not. Just please tell me someone screen recorded you jumping. That should.
Bro. Yeah, bro. All right. We're going to go and see what our next guest has to say here. Who's next? I'd really like to talk to a median, honestly. I think a median would be like super, super duper sweet. We're going to go and get Master Jin up here. Dude, you guys recorded that? That's crazy. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Are you a psychic or a median?
Probably a little bit more advanced than that. I would say psychics and mediums get the information from entities that are of demonic. They are not psychic. They're not mediums. So we need to understand exactly how they get their information. So I've taken them on pretty much and proven otherwise. So you tell me, what do you want to know?
Tell me about tell me about something very specific in my life that has happened up to this point.
With yourself, the transmigration of your soul. I believe you were a woman in your last life. Probably a good woman, transmigrated into who you are today. And who you are today will determine what body you're going to be in next. So
Well,
it is
is
really
there,
your choice. Everything's out of your own hands. Remember that.
well, is there maybe anything you could tell me about like this life that I could confirm or deny just to see if you're on, you know?
With yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see you're confused. Really confused.
About what?
You are searching, and obviously you haven't got the answers. For you to be in this mind state that you're in now, it tells me a lot. So
okay.
I believe
Well,
that.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to go to move on to the next guest here. Jordan, thank you so much for those roses. Bro, I'm still fucking recovering from that fucking flying witch shit, man. I've seen a couple. I think the spirits got them, by the way. I think they lagged out or something. I think they lagged out, guys. Yo, 600K likes W, by the way. Everybody keep on tippity tapping. Oh, yeah, I really want to talk to a medium. Hello! Are you a psychic, a medium, or anything of the sort?
Finally. Jeez, Dean. Well, I I can tell you that I've been seeing spirits since I was 4. I'm now 50. This is not my main account, so I'm not on my main account right now. I have a lot of followers and I help people deal with the loss of a loved one. First, I want to say that you have a lot of guilt. You're holding a lot of guilt with the passing. You have somebody that passed close to you that you feel guilty for their passing. You're trying to come. You've been dealing with this, and this is what makes you seek answers and questions that you're very you're the type of person that you want to know facts, but sometimes, honey, you can't go by facts because, like, I'm a medium, but they don't come across as if when you're talking to a loved one from people, they don't come across like when when the people come across when a loved one comes across, they don't come across as they're like saying words or they're like talking full sentences. They don't come across in that way. How they come across, it's like I describe it as like if in front of you, if you had a river and you had images that were going by and going by, like, you know that these people that you see online are phony as hell. Like
Do
the
you mind
big
if
people
I
on TV.
Well, first of all, Project, thank you for that witch, but at the same time, fuck you, bro! Fuck, bro! Okay, no, I was expecting that one. 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 Okay. Uh, okay. Thank you so much for the witches. Thank you so much for the witches, Project. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Sorry, bro. Holy shit, that's so loud. Thank you so for the witches. Anyway, so DGT, I think
Who is the person close to you that took their life?
yeah, so that's what I wanted to touch on. I haven't really had anyone in my life die except for like my great grandmother when I was young.
No, that's bullshit. There's I'm gonna totally deny here that you're putting out there, because you can smile and you can laugh, but how do I know what you're telling me is fact? You could just be denying what I'm telling you because you want to deny that you want to deny believing that there is an afterlife because you totally do not
Thank you for the
believe this.
Elvis song.
You totally do not believe that there is an afterlife.
Homie, I had someone come on to my live yesterday and tell me my floor plan. Ronnie, thank you so much for the $10 via Cash App. I really appreciate you. And instead of denying it, I turned my camera on and showed everyone in chat the floor plan. I had
What?
someone
I
I
can't
had
hear
someone
you.
No, I'm being very honest, right? So if someone makes a claim that is gonna be like correct, I'm gonna like recognize it as being correct because that's kind of like the purpose of the live, right? So I'm being very honest in what I say. I mean, I feel like a lot of the chat could cross-reference that via
Well,
the
that's what
responses that
you're
I've already given to
saying.
other people.
That's what you're saying. You've been on TikTok for 2 months. Okay? I've been doing that. I started seeing these things at 4 years old. And I have I have like at 4 years old being tested
R-
because of
right. And if
non
these spirits and
I'm
ghosts are telling
telling
you that someone
you.
in my life died, you should probably you should probably stop charging people $60 an hour for this and seek mental
I
help
don't charge
because the
$60
spirits were
an hour,
wrong.
honey. I don't charge. See, you're wrong. I'm going to tell you right now that you have a lot of guilt around you. There is a woman around you and you're holding guilt. Now, is that woman somebody that has passed right now that you currently know? No, but you are holding guilt for something that has happened in your life. Like, no, like serious guilt, like tragedy guilt. This is not fucking, I'm not talking about.
Is this what happens when like when the fake psychics get called out, chat?
I'm not fake psychic. I
Yeah,
have so many.
you just tried to gaslight me into thinking that someone in my life has died. Look, I've been like so nice and respectful to absolutely everybody that has come up
Sweetheart,
here, but
so
no one
you're
that has
gonna
come
tell
up here has
me
tried to
that
tell me that I was
absolutely
lying about a response I
nobody.
gave.
So who do you think your guardian angel is? If you believe in the afterlife, who do you think your guardian angel is? You
Definitely
think
not
it's
any of
some
the angels
Egypt,
who told you that I had someone in my life that died.
you think it's an Egyptian god somewhere like these people say, oh, my guardian angel is, I don't freaking know, and they come up with this crazy
Here we go.
name. It's not. Your
Well,
guardian angels
it's
are your loved
not
ones.
whoever told you that someone in my life died. That's who
Your
it is.
guardian angels are your loved ones, whether they be from your parents, from your grandparents. It's a tree. It's a tree. It's a branch. It goes down. So
And
yes, it
this
might
is
not be.
craziness. This is insanity.
Well, do you believe in
It
angels?
should go down.
Do you believe in angels?
I don't believe in you. That's what I'm saying.
Do you believe when a child passes before they're born? Do you believe that it's because they're scared because they were put down here and that they do come back
For
at
the
a later
hearts.
time?
No,
Do
I want to
you
make
even
myself like incredibly clear. I don't believe in you because you told me that I was lying and then I'm gaslighting because you are correct.
I
No,
didn't tell you you were lying or
yes, you
gas.
did.
I said there's no way that you do not have people that have passed in your family, sweetheart.
Yeah, and I'm telling you that there is a
Everybody
way because
wanted
I have had
people.
no one in my family die except for my great
So
grandma.
nobody in your family's died.
The
Nobody
entire the
ever
entire
in your
time I've been
family
alive.
tree has
Now
died,
listen to
correct?
my statement. In my 19 years of life, the only death that
Okay.
I've experienced was my great grandma when I was about 7 or 8 years old.
So there you go. There's one. What about your great grandma's parents? What
They died
about
before I was born.
people that go down the tree? They don't have to know you. They're around you.
Well, I mean, I
These
feel like
spirits,
everyone's great great grandparents are dead, so that's not going to be
dude,
like
of
a psychic
course.
claim,
So you're
right? So
saying
then when you say that
I'm
the
not a
spirits are telling
psychic.
you that my
I'm not
great great
claiming
great
to be a
grandparents are
psychic.
dead, I mean,
I'm
no, no, no.
not claiming to be a psychic. The point of the whole point is that we all have angels around us. We all have guardian angels that are from our family lineage. We all have energies around us that protect us, that
No, what you're doing is you're skin out. No, honestly, if you want me to be
you've been
honest with you,
driving down. I'm
do
sure
you
you've
mind
been
if I
driving
talk real
down the
quick?
road
Do you
before,
mind if
and
I
for
do you mind
some
if I talk real
reason,
quick?
your
Do you mind if I talk
intuition.
real quick? Do you mind if I talk? So, like, the first thing that you said when you came up here is that you're a medium who's been practicing for a long time, and that you have like this other account with a lot of followers, and you help people connect with their dead ones, with their dead loved ones. Thank you so
You're
much for
not
the hand
letting me
hearts.
talk.
All right,
You
well,
don't
can
believe
you
in
please let me
mediums.
talk real quick? Can you please listen to me real quick, please? Right? And like, listen, I'm like so open to conversation, right? But the thing is when you make a claim such as someone in my life has died and this has given me guilt, and then I like tell you that no one in my life has died in a very respectful
I'm not
manner,
saying
and then
the
you get mad at me and
person
tell me
in
that
your
I'm
life
lying.
is giving
I
you
think that
guilt.
you
I
should
said
probably go take a long
experience
look in a
it.
mirror, ground yourself, like acquaint
Oh
yourself
my
with
gosh,
reality. Now, like, I need
kid.
you to acquaint
Listen,
yourself with
kid.
reality.
For more than 5 seconds, listen to the way the world is and the way it works. These people you see on TV, this Lolita or whoever, these people on TV, they are so fake, and they've been proven to be fake.
Oh, I
They've been
just proved you to be
proven
fake
to
because
take
no, you were
people's
wrong about a loved one dying. I
information.
appreciate your time. We're gonna go and move on to the next guest here. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest. No, by the way, I'm like remaining like extremely respectful with everyone that is coming up. Like I'm remaining extremely respectful, but that was just like crazy. Like she tried to like tell me that I was lying and that someone in my life had to have died and that I'm just lying to everybody. So I mean that just goes to show how unhinged this topic can get real quick. Anyways, guys, we're gonna go right back into it here. If we're enjoying the debates, if we're enjoying if we're enjoying the content, hit that follow button, baby. I do debates every single day. They're usually a bit more like the conversation I had with the last chick, though. But anyways, guys, also tippity tap tap away in that phone screen, y'all. Let's get to 700,000 likes. We are 50K away. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and talk to the Midwestern medium here, y'all. And thank you so much for the year, sweet. I really appreciate that. Oh, the Midwestern medium unfortunately did not connect, so we're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest. Let's go ahead and see who is up next. Who's next? I really wanted to talk to the Midwestern medium. We're going to go and get our next guest in here. Thank you guys all so much for the gifts. And Kaylee, thank you so much for the $5 cash app. I really appreciate it. Hello, are you a psychic, a medium, or anything of the sorts? Okay, I guess not.
Wait. So, first of all, need to apologize. No, absolutely not. I
Okay.
apologize.
No worries. Unfortunately, I'm only talking to psychics every
Sorry,
day. I
good
do
sir.
appreciate your time. No worries at all. Let's go and get our next guest up in here. Oh, the Midwestern medium is back in the guest requests. I really want to talk to a medium.
Somebody's sending me a message. I don't know who they are, and I went to click to see who it was.
Hello.
And I think that's why I dropped out. How you doing?
No worries. I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I was on here with you one time, and I wasn't feeling the best in the world. I stayed up to like 4 o'clock in the morning the night before, and I'm laughing at this woman because what she did was like ridiculous,
Yeah, it
completely
was.
ridiculous. She tried to
Well,
flip
welcome.
exactly what she said.
Well, welcome to the stream. I really appreciate you being here. Kiara, thank you so much for the $5 over Cash App. W Kiara, thank you so much. But
Oh, that's
anyways,
nice.
yeah, would you like to go ahead and maybe like try to prove that you're a medium by connecting to me or
I don't
something along
I
those
don't have
lines?
to prove I don't have to prove that I'm a medium. I've been on here for almost 2 years. I've done over 1,500 readings. I have reviews and I have a lot of readings on my page. But I know that you said that your great grandma died and you probably don't know a whole lot. So you're waiting for a medium to come on here and tell you names of your family and stuff. And that hasn't happened for you. And while that happens, the people in the chat are booing that person because they don't believe either. So
I think like more what I'm looking for
kind of
is
how it
just
went.
someone that could kind of come up here and like, maybe ask questions or like make statements that would be pertaining to me and my personal life. Things that maybe wouldn't be so general or vague. I appreciate that lock and key that I could either confirm or deny. Kind of just
Is
like a
my
medium
glasses over there,
reading.
honey? Are my glasses over there? Yeah. Can you hand them to me, please? I'm listening to you.
I think I'm just kind of looking for like a more specific reading on me or my life or anyone in it that I could like confirm or deny. You know what I mean?
I get that. And the problem is, for me, I connect to people who have passed. So you only have a great grandma.
Jason, thank you
All
for the
these mediums
$4.
on here do different things.
Okay,
A
no
lot of them
worries.
do a lot of different things. A lot of them can tell you what's going on in your life right now. Um, They all kind of do different. Me, I strictly connect with the ones who's passed. So, well, here's what I'll have you do if you want me to do anything for you. Get the date when your grandma passed, the day she passed, the month she passed, how old she was. Write it down on a piece of paper. Let me know. Message me, and then I'll come back on here on your show with all your people on here. That way
How
you
about
have all the information. How she died,
how
because
about
you
we
were
just figure
young.
out right now? How about we just figure out right now?
Because you don't know everything, probably.
No, no, no. I'm phoning a friend. I'm phoning a friend.
Uh, I need to clean my glasses. I can't see.
Um, uh, hey.
Oh, jeez, I need to clean my glasses. Yeah, that's the thing. He wants people to prove that they're psychic. He wants to prove it. He doesn't believe that people have that ability. Yeah. So I mean, I could start rambling off to the mouth. Um, I'm one of the most laid back, realistic people on this app when it comes to being a medium. I'm not phony at all. I'll tell you where you can go and how you can get there. Um, See, I don't want to know. 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 I don't want to know that she had a stroke. I didn't want to know that. I just want him to have the date that she died, the day she died, and I don't want him to tell me. I want him to write it down. See? No, I want him to write it down on a piece of paper. I don't want him to tell me. I want him to know. See how he had to call somebody? Because he doesn't know. See what I mean?
Okay, sweet. So her name is Mama Lucy. She died when she was 69 years old from a stroke in 1982.
Mama Lucy was your great grandma?
So this is gonna be on the other side. This is my great great. What was she saying? What was she saying?
What the hell happened?
What? She was being rude. Oh, she just left. She didn't want to know. Didn't she ask me? Oh, she's being rude. Okay, I guess we're just gonna move on to the next guess. Didn't she ask me? So then I called my grandma and then like got the information. Okay. Oh, and write it down, not tell her. Oh, okay. Sorry. See, I missed out on that part. Okay, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest here. Geez, some of these guests are just fucking nuts, man. Honestly, I'm about to like start like a new arc where I'm just slandering these people for being frauds because like the last two in a row have kind of got me on a bad start with them here. But we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And obviously it's gonna be person by person. Let's go and let our next guest up, guys. If you are psychic or a medium, go ahead and hop in those guest requests. Maddie, thank you so much for the $5 over Cash App. I really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here, guys. Let's go ahead and see what. Let's see here. Madison has to say here, guys. Make sure to hop in those guest requests too. We're kind of running a little bit short. Shoot, sweet. Okay, good. Our next guest is loading up here. Also, guys, hit that follow button if you haven't already. We got to 700K likes. Everybody, tippity tap away on that phone screen. Madison did not connect, so we're gonna go to move on to the next. Let's see. Honestly, here, let's talk to Spiritual Wolf, and also share the live with a couple friends here, y'all. And I appreciate everyone for the donations. I really do. Thank you all so much. Hey, what's going on? Are you a psychic or a medium or anything of the sorts?
I'm a psychic class medium.
Okay, sweet. Do you think you might be able to go ahead and prove that by telling me anything specific about me or my life or my past, my history, or any of my relatives, friends, family?
Well, I've been listening to you for a while, so I'm really not wanting to read because I know a little too much already.
Okay, no
But
worries. What can you do for us?
my biggest thing for you is I wanted to tell you to avoid the fakes. Don't give them information. Don't tell them, and if they start asking you a bunch of questions about your personal life, they need to tell you the stuff.
Okay.
You understand
Well,
what I'm
thank you.
saying?
Yeah, of
And
course.
like, I do
Thank you
have
so
one
much.
thing I do have
Okay,
one
go
thing
ahead.
to add. Do you take counseling?
No,
Huh?
I do not.
You don't? Because I
I do
seen
not.
something about counseling with you, but I was just mainly wanting to tell you because of those people that you just dealt with.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. I'm gonna go to move on to the next guest. Thank you so very, very much. I probably should do counseling. I'm not gonna lie. I think that that's actually pretty good for anyone and everyone. I do think that like therapy is like gonna be something that everyone should do. I should probably get in that. Hey, are you a psychic?
Damn, I skipped 66 people.
You sure did.
You can hear me?
I sure can.
I'm not psychic though, but I am clairvoyant.
Oh, you said that right in
I
time. All right.
see hell air.
What do you mean?
Poyant. Clairvoyant, that's me.
What is POYA and point?
Right now, all I'm getting is a period. Like you're periodically male.
I think I'm probably not gonna be periodically male.
I can't hear you, bro. It's fucked up.
All right, man. I hope you have a good night. Thank you so much for coming up. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here. Quantum Energy, Light Language, Tarot, and Medium. Let's go and get our next guest up in here. Guys, thank you all so much for being here. We are so very close to 800,000 likes. Everybody tippity tap, y'all. What's going on? Are you a medium? Are you a psychic?
Hi.
Hello.
So I actually run a spiritual business. I do quantum energy and mediumship when it pops up when I'm looking at the energy field and psychic abilities since I was a kid.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. accidentally clicked on a. What the fuck? Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I accidentally clicked on a Venmo notification, but thank you so much for that 1 penny over Venmo. Anyways, so do you think there might be any way that you might be able to like prove that to us by telling me anything about me, my life, maybe like my high school or even my parents, my grandparents, a past relationship of mine, or anything just kind of specific that I could confirm or deny?
Well, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous. I haven't done it to 5.6 thousand people, but let me just try and honor myself and you. And so let's see what comes up. If you don't mind, can I put a little bit of energy out towards you?
Yeah. Do I get a... Yeah, go for it. Here, well, I could help. Okay, and then how do I need to accept the energy, or does it just kind of come?
No, it will come. It will wrap around you.
Okay.
So I'm feeling a much more spiritual aspect on your mother's line, your bloodline. So I feel that spirituality has touched several people in that bloodline. I'm trying to see if I can get it. Let me just see here. How about, is it all right? Because I'm seeing a lot of brown energy in your heart space. Is it all right if I do a little clearing on your heart?
Oh yeah, go for it. Absolutely go for it. I just thought that someone sent me $500 over Cash App and I got so happy, but they just requested $500. Okay, yeah, anyways, no, please go for it. Do whatever you need to do.
Okay. So have you ever heard light language?
I have not.
You have not. So it's a concept of sending energy through tones and vowels and an ancient dialect. Do you mind if I speak it while I'm doing it?
Of course, please go ahead. Do whatever you need to do.
Eranyo kora shiate, beanu orati sikiate, enu orata sikiato korana, beanu rati siano, dora shatai, kiano orata sato kora tisiakiano. Hold on. So I'm picking up dense energy in your legs. So I'm going to send it to both sides of your legs.
Okay. Why is everyone requesting? Why is everyone requesting money from me right now?
So I just picked up that you just borrowed something recently. I'm picking up more, it seems more like a grandfather figure. I'm seeing a beard. So you have 5 people on your spiritual team. I'm also hearing bad brother. Something about expecting good things. I see a little dog in spirit too. It's standing almost 3 spots behind you. Looks like something. I just got a vision that it was when you were a little kid. I saw 2 little kids actually with this dog. Are you the baby brother?
I am.
Okay. I see you meeting the person that you're going to marry. That's going to shift you into like a whole new reality. 24.
Damn.
You're actually going to marry this person. I see 3 children standing in the field that would be available for you to have.
Available, okay.
The first one would be a girl. The second one would be a boy. And the third one, you shift in and out of wanting that third child. So I'm seeing that.
Is there anything maybe you might be able to tell me about my past?
About your past. Let me take a look here. I see that you wanted more friends.
When?
I see some type of green ruler. I don't know if you had a green ruler while you were in school. Let's see.
What does the ruler look like?
It's like the long square one, like the long rectangle, like it was a long green one. Well, I saw it showed me a ruler and it was green.
Was it like wood or was it like transparent?
No, it was more of a plastic when I looked at it. So, something about they used to draw dots too on your arms, like with a pen or something, like just like something when you were in school. And you had a friend that used to cut themselves.
I was raised in the suicide capital of the world, so there's a lot of those, unfortunately.
Okay. You didn't like the cafeteria. Something would hold you back from going. School had a tendency sometimes to bruise your ego. You had some vices in high school.
I never ate at the cafeteria, and I did own a transparent green ruler.
Okay, very good. Did your sibling take their own life?
No. I did.
Okay.
No.
Okay, but is it someone that you saw like as a sibling?
That's fucking no, dude. Okay, that's yes. Yeah.
Okay. It feels like that really, really affected you. I saw a downward like trauma spiral, which it would, of course, anybody.
No, it didn't affect me. It was just like someone that I did see as a sibling, like their actual sibling, did take their life, but that was before I knew him.
Okay. So maybe it's just the energy around that whole entire thing, which that's pretty obvious. I mean, unfortunately. You used to do something for the school, like they held something where you brought items in to like showcase.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Okay.
I had like a show and tell, but I feel like a lot of schools did that.
No, looked more like something like an event, where like there was some type of display for it. Let's see. And something about like you didn't really like to carry a backpack. Like it wasn't something that you used like in between your classes and stuff like that. Like maybe you went back and forth to go get your books or something. But
I mean, sometimes I would do that.
Let's see. I saw some type of little car. I don't know. A little car or a bigger car? It's a little car. Did you have some type of a little toy car you used to carry around?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I have had a toy model of a BMW M4 that I've always had with me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's probably in my drawer right now. I could probably find it. I can't find it. Huh?
I just saw some little square, like a patch that you had on something. I thought it was black, but it was like a little patch that you either sewed on to clothing.
I never did anything like that.
I wonder what that was representing. Maybe it was a tag. Did you have like a pair of like jeans or something that had a square or darker tag on it? Like, like those nicer clothes that, oh, not nicer, but they had like a logo on it that looked like a tag on it. It was something around those.
Not that I could think of.
Yeah, those are kind of smaller things. I'm looking through school. So like as I'm looking, I'm seeing you like participating in things and like little items are coming back, like I see them clearly and then they fade away. So is there any other area you wanted information on?
Sure. Childhood, early childhood.
Good. It feels like I felt like something about playing games. They wanted you to stop playing games like at an age where you were still really concerned about wanting to play.
No. And what the fuck? At kindergarten, I got banned from playing soccer for a week. And I remember it. That was like the most traumatic memory of my early childhood.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is traumatic. They should have let you play. Kindergarten, come on.
It could be vague, though. That could apply to a lot of people.
Oh, that's true. Let me see. Childhood school? No. Let's go somewhere else. Something about the grass. Now, hold on. Let me get the whole thing because I know that's very vague. I see like a short amount of grass. Like, did you have like a little thing that you grew? Or hold on. Let me get the whole thing. Oh, no. I'm sorry. That's a past life. Let's see here. Let's see. This life.
This fucking snack drawer is going so crazy, y'all. I have a fucking whole drawer full of snacks. But continue.
I see some type of little ball, but the reference that they're giving it to me is like it's stuck somewhere. So maybe you thought it was a ball or you played with something that would stick to the ground. So it wasn't really like a bouncy ball, like maybe one of those geller, like the gel ones or I don't know how to, like that you can throw to a wall sometimes when they stick. Because I saw it thrown on the ground and then it stuck to the ground. So I'm just seeing what that was referencing to.
Not that I could think of, but that could be like very, very, very vague.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm just going to send a little bit of an energy to you so I can see a little bit clearer. You have what looks like an energy of kind of smoke. And so I just want to see if I can gauge that off just a little bit. So just to let you guys know, when people are looking, like energy workers specifically, when we're looking for details, we start in the auric field because we hold all of that information. So when someone thinks that we're like going through someone's mind, looking at what they're thinking about, that's not it. It's events and things that have happened that are in the auric field. And that's why I'm trying to shift some stuff out of the auric field so I can see better, just for reference. I saw something about a little kid, like either you offered support, like they used to like to do handstands, or you like to do handstands, and somebody would support you. Like I saw like a little kid putting their hands down, but someone needing to hold their legs up or like make sure they didn't fall over.
I was in gymnastics as a child.
Okay. Okay, so that makes sense.
But that could be like, also very big.
I guess.
Fucking hell. Thank you. Oh, just Jesus fucking Christ, man. You made me spit my food out. That was disgusting. I just stained my white fucking mouse pad.
I'm trying to see. I don't want to stay on too long because I actually have my own life to do. But briefly, let's something else.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, do you have anything else?
I feel that your dad has a bad left knee. I don't know why that.
Oh my fucking god! Yeah, no, he broke his left knee in a snowmobiling accident. He does have a very. He has to wear a knee. He has to wear like this whole thing around it. He has to wear like this whole thing on his knee. He has like this wrap that he has to put on it whenever he wants to do anything physical.
Oh, okay.
Now that was pretty specific. That was like really that was pretty specific.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining your show. I appreciate the little moment, and I hope that you're able to shake the tree of the people that, it is nerve-wracking though at first, to hold this much energy around with 6,000 people. But do you come on often? I could always come back and give you more information.
Yeah, sure. I go live every day. Well, I really appreciate you for coming up here. That was honestly pretty spooky. You had some good things to say. I appreciate you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Of course. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Yo, Casey, thank you so much for those earths. So we're gonna go and move on to our next guest. Yo, honestly, that was pretty nuts. That was pretty nuts. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. But yo, everybody, if we're enjoying this stream, make sure to hit that follow button, baby. Right now, 1 second. If this button right here is red, literally just hit it. I do lives like this every single night for like 4 to 7 hours. So hit that shit right now. Share the live with a couple friends. Tippity tap tap away on that phone screen. Let's get to 1 million likes, y'all. Then also, if you're consider donating via Venmo or a Cash App there in the bio. I get 100% of the proceeds over those, and I only get like 30% over TikTok. And also, thank you so much for that flying witch. It scared the shit out of me. But welcome in. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Are you a psychic, comedian, anything of the sorts?
So, I'm a psychic medium. I'm an energy healer. I like to work with spirit, and I also work a lot with cards as well. So that's probably like the main form that I kind of read energy is through cards and stuff. And also crystals too.
Okay, do you think that you might be able to tell me anything about like my life, like similar to last guest, how they kind of like channeled spirits or something, just to like tell me maybe some more specific, less general things about me, my life, my family, my past, relationships, just anything of the sorts, so I could either confirm or deny them, so you could kind of like maybe prove that you're psychic.
Yeah, I can give you a card reading for sure. What I like to do, so I maybe like structure my readings possibly like a little bit different to other psychics. I like to kind of go in with the cards, and then what I'll do is I'll see if I have any like more spiritual energies that come through with the cards. So like I find that sometimes you'll notice that, especially with cards, that you can see faces like around the corners and stuff, and that will relate to people. But let me just shuffle these cards for you. Okay. Do you like listening to music? Like, I feel like I'm listening to music as soon as I'm like reading your energy. I'm like, I just want to listen to music and tell everyone to go away.
Yeah, I mean, I like music, but I don't. I feel like a non-psychic could have told me that.
No, I know what you mean. I'm just like saying. Okay.
So 1 million likes W.
Oh, well done, you guys. 1 million likes. That's amazing. Okay. Okay, so the first card that I have for you is La Morte. So this is the card of death. This is kind of about the ending of something, transformation. Kind of, I feel like you have been through like a lot of phases in your life where you're like, this whole thing has happened, right? And you've kind of got to this stage, and I feel like you're constantly
Thank you, Donnie.
kind of going through this evolution, I feel like. But this is the thing that I feel like with this too, though. I feel like this is very much like you going through this like emotional evolution. Because when I look back, like especially with the energy with the past from you, like I see you quite like angry, like I see you quite depressed. And then I kind of see this situation that comes forward and kind of switches your perspective on
Thank you
that.
for the
Does that make
sunglasses.
sense?
Yeah, I feel like everyone kind of goes through that though. Like everyone kind of has emotional evolution. So I feel like that may be able to be applied to everybody.
No, I feel
Like everybody
you,
kind of
but
goes through emotions. Yeah, are you getting like anything like more specific about me? Like that's kind of like what I'm looking for is like more specific things. Thank you for the Panther's paw.
yeah, no, I have 4 other cards here that relate to that situation. So like I'm gonna give you more information.
Okay.
Um, I kind of feel like this is almost the kind of like the armor. And I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like I see this kind of situation and it's like I gotta put these walls up, right? Because I don't feel safe and I don't know who's gonna look after me,
Yeah.
right?
Well, hey
And
man,
I feel
I I appreciate you for coming up here, man. I really appreciate your time. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go to move on to the next guest. You know, we're just kind of looking for more specific things, and like, but once again, I do just really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for coming up.
oh, that's okay, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mean to be rude, but seriously, thank you so much for coming up.
Okay, bye.
Have a good evening. Have a good evening. No, just be nice. No, thank you so much for coming up. However, I think we're just kind of looking for more like more specific things. And I think when we get into the tarot card readings, like that's like impossible for them to be specific, if you know what I mean. Um, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest now, chat. I appreciate everyone for being here. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here. Let's see. Oh, Houston's #1 top rated. It says Tarot. It says, how about the Mystic Raven? Let's go and get the Mystic Raven up here. And Casey's still going crazy with his Earths. Thank you so much. And Cambria, thank you for that chili. Hey there. Are you a psychic?
Hi. Yes, I'm a psychic medium.
Sweet. Thank you so much. Do you think you might be able to try to like prove that you're psychic?
Yeah, sure. Let me give it a try. So the first thing I was picking up on you was that you were raised by like a grandmother. I kept getting like a Gladys name or something like that. She used to wear, I know it's gonna sound really general, but let me let me get a little more into it. Um, she used to wear really big glasses. I see that she had like a large porch like house. There was something about her bed. I don't know if you slept with her or something like that. Um,
Anna, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo.
I don't know if I'm on to anything. I
Yeah,
just,
so my grandma did raise me. My grandma did, played a big part in raising me. However, she
yeah.
didn't have glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So did the house fit the description, the porch? There's something about a porch and something about a bed that you would share the bed with her. Some
I did.
story. Yeah,
I did. I would sleep with my grandparents. I would go
yeah,
over there like 3, 4 times a week, and I would sleep with them.
yeah.
But the porch, not so much.
Okay. There's also, um, I don't know if you have like a sort of toxic relationship with your mom or some sort of rough spot like there. Something about her not like I feel like it's something that you wanted to pursue and you didn't that she didn't have the faith in you to pursue it. So kind of like she didn't give you that motherly support, I guess you could say.
Um,
um
yeah, me and my mom are in very good terms. She's a very good mom.
Okay. And I'm also seeing something about a male figure, so either like a cousin or a brother that you were very close to, something related to sports with him. And there's something that you guys call each other, and it's something with like you either share a video game and you guys have the names on each other's video games, like so the names that you call each other are what you have on like PlayStation or whatever, like the names that like you describe yourself as are like the names that you call each other.
Um,
I don't
I,
know if
I,
that makes any
I,
sense.
I used to be a really big content creator for video games.
Oh, okay.
I was a little bit smaller than I am now here on TikTok, but I had a lot of people kind of call me by like my in-game name.
Oh,
So I
okay.
mean, there might be a few people that could fit that.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Is there anything you want to know in specific? Like when there's a focused energy, it's kind of easier. You don't have to say it out loud, just kind of just focus on like what you would want to know, and I can kind of sort of zone in on that energy. Like a test
Really?
of some, yeah,
So
like
wait, I
I
could
when
think of
I
something in my head, and I could have you focus in on what I'm thinking in my head.
yeah, I mean, I've never tried it from such a far distance, but when I'm in like seances and stuff, I can focus in on a certain energy. Like if you're trying to bring in a certain spirit or something, I can bring in that spirit and work with them.
Sure, sure, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
so I could try
And
it from a distance.
I need to think of an event in my life or like a person. Like
Yeah,
what should I be thinking of?
either one. I usually I'm more of a medium, so I connect more to the passed on loved ones and stuff like that. But we could try it for an event.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
mhm.
sure. Let me think of an event here. Um, let's see. Thank you for the Earths, Casey. Let's go.
So right now I'm seeing something with like a park. But I don't know if that's relevant. I'm seeing like a park ambience. Um,
Wait, one actually, one second. One
mhm.
second. Okay. I got it written down here. All right, I'm focusing like I'm actually focusing really hard on this.
Okay, is it an event or is it a passed on loved one? Just so that I know
It's
which direction. An
it's
event?
gonna be an event.
Okay. Um, I see something that happened when you were very young, um, like under the age of 13 kind of age. Um, did you get hurt in the event? Is there something that happened to you that you were injured of some sort?
No.
No? Okay. Um, okay. They're showing me like a slide, like going down like a slide of some sort, like a water slide, or like I can see like the tube, and like you're in the in the tube. So I don't know if it was like a water park or an adventure that, like a trip you went on of some sort, or am I way off?
You're way off.
Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I guess from a far distance it's not as easy, but in person it's way easier. Um, Yeah, what they're picking up, what I'm picking up right now is just an event that happened to you. I see a lot of like I don't know if you were in a team or something, but they're showing me like a group of males that you were close to. Something happened to you. It was something on your leg or something. Like you have a scar on your leg or something on your like not your calf, but like the front of your leg, like above your ankle. Um, and something happened to you in that event that kind of just it rerouted you in some way, but that's what I was picking up on.
Okay. I was thinking of
Yeah.
going to a church service in elementary
um,
and middle school because I went to a Catholic school.
oh, okay. Was it all males or
No.
oh, okay. All right, well, I was way off. But I did pick up on a younger energy, but that's about all I could have gotten. There's like a grandfather figure that's coming up. I don't know. Is was he in like a service of some sort, like a an officer, or either his father or him were in like an army or some sort of military?
Yeah, I guess yeah, I do have a grandpa that was in the military.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's coming forward. Like there's something that he would call you like uh I don't know what your is that your I don't know if that's your real name, but there's
My name
something that he would
my name's Dean.
like if oh okay and then there's it's like something he would do with your back. Like I don't know if you would like be focusing on homework or something, and he would just kind of come and like pat your back or something like that. Like there's something about him, his hand on your back that's he's presenting to me. But
Well, the grandpa that went to the military, I was never close with him at all. That's gonna be my mom's
oh,
parents, and
okay,
I'm not close with him at all.
yeah, okay. But is there a grandfather figure that is like just fits the description of what like that they would like pat your back or something like that, like a sort of support system for you?
Maybe. I bet my other grandpa that I was pretty close with has done that once or twice.
Oh, no, this is more like he's showing me something like, um, so is there like a ring or something that you inherited? Um, Something with like a stone on it. It's showing me not like a diamond, but there's like a ring that they left you.
Well, they're still alive, so.
Oh, well, is there any ring that has been left to you from a grandfather figure?
No.
Sometimes they just present themselves as older, like, uh, they present themselves like I think it's a grandfather, but it could have been like just an uncle that's older. You know what I mean? Because I'm just looking at an old man in my head.
Right, nothing that I could think of.
Okay. I mean, I I guess the connection is not. Um, I'm not even at my house right now, but I just wanted to give it a try and see if I could pick up on anything for you.
Okay, well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
your time. I appreciate it.
no problem. Thank you. Have a
Have
good
a
night.
good one.
You too.
Okay, thank you for the cat. All right, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest here. Let's go and see if the next guest has it in them. We're looking for one here. I like getting like the bigger pages because there's gonna be like actual pages, um, like this one. This is one of them. There's gonna be like actual company pages that have businesses that come in here. Like the last one, that was like a business. Hello,
Hi, Dean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I have seen your live. I think this is like my third time, and I always wanted to get on. If you don't mind me taking about like 3 minutes just to explain. There's a difference between card readers and actual psychics. You know, there's a difference between clairaudient, clairdescendant, clairvoyant. When you are truly gifted, you don't have to be using all of these. Well, is there this? Is there that? A lot of the psychics that are joining are either card readers or it's just a simple guessing game. And when it comes to that, a lot of them are doubting or they're reading the comments, they're interfering with different other energies. So I wanted
Sweet.
to I wanted to let you know the few little things that I picked up just by watching you.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I'm letting you know that just because we don't have a name, a date of birth, it is going to be generic, but it's going to be more towards your future.
Can I
You're
give you a
very,
name and a date of birth?
if you're comfortable,
Yeah, so of course, I want this to be as specific as possible. My name is
absolutely.
my name is Dean Withers, and my date of birth is September 1st of 2004.
Can you repeat the month of your birthday?
September. Thank you for the
September,
boiling
okay.
cauldron, okay? Okay, you've been supporting like crazy tonight. Yeah, something about the
From
past experience that I've been through, that maybe be more specific, so I might
mhm.
be able to, um, you know.
Okay, so from what I'm picking up and from what I'm sensing and feeling through your energy, through your vibrations, I definitely do feel that you're a very optimistic person. You're very open-minded, but I'm also feeling that there's a lack of confidence every now and again. Also, from what I'm picking up on, there's something that you have an idea about. There's something that you're wanting to work on. It's something that you're wanting to grow. I don't know if this is a business you're wanting to look into, a business you're wanting to build. Something is coming forward with a lot of potential. I don't feel that you have all of
Thank you,
the
Kelsey.
equipment. I'm sorry. I don't feel you have all the equipment that you need to move forward with this business or with this idea that you want to pursue. But guides are letting me know that this is something you should pursue within May of 2024 because this is something that's going to be very successful. Also, there's going to be an upcoming trip you're taking within this December.
I don't have anything planned for December. I Well, actually, I mean, I might. I could potentially. I could
There's
potentially. Thank
something
you for that
coming
little
up.
con.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a few of those things were. Also, John, thank you so much for the $10 Venmo, my man. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much, John. W John in the comment section down below. But I feel like a few of those things were quite generic, if that makes any sense. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, like I said, it's going to be generic, but going back to this trip in December, there's somebody that you're meant to meet. I feel it's a female, someone older within their mid 40s to mid 50s. And this is someone that's going to help you kind of kickstart what you're looking for in terms of that company or that idea that you have moving forward, because I know that you have a lot of potential business wise, and you are wanting to make a genuine difference from what I'm sensing and from what I'm feeling. And I do feel like because of the potential you have within your energy, it's something you're going to succeed in. And honestly, you've already made such a statement with the topics you do and such and such. But there's something more that you're going to get into, and it's going to be a lot more deeper, a lot more cultivated, and you are going to have help from this person that you're going to meet in December. So that's mostly what I picked up on and what I felt regarding this trip.
Okay, thank you so much. Do you have anything else to share?
Regarding your reading, no.
Okay, well, thank you so much for coming up. I
Thank
appreciate
you
your
for
time.
allowing me to.
Of course. Have a good evening. Have a good evening. I really appreciate your time. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest up here, chat. Let's go to see what the next guest has to say. Oh, Claire, psychic medium. Sweet, right here. She just popped in at the right time. Nope, they went ahead and hopped off. Yeah, a lot of what she was saying was very, very general. A lot of what she said was extremely general. We're gonna go and get our next guest up here, y'all. Let's see if we could talk to any more psychics or clairvoyant mediums or whatever the fuck else exists. Who even knows? Oh shit! I just invited someone. I did not mean to invite you. My fault. Sayoban Keys. I did not mean to invite you at all. My fault. My fault. All right, well, the next guest is loading up in here. Roberta, thank you so much for the $7 Venmo. Our Cash App, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest here has to say. They're loading up, y'all. Also, make sure we're tippity-tap-tapping away on that phone screen. If we're enjoying the content here, make sure we're tippity-tap-tapping away on that phone screen if we're enjoying the content. Also, make sure to like the live and hit that follow button if you haven't already. I do debates like these and content like this every single day of the week, so make sure to hit that follow button. Welcome in, Marisol. Are you a psychic?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, sweet. Do you think like you might be able to prove this to me by maybe more specific things about me and my past, my family, etc.? Just, anything like more specific that I could confirm or deny.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I've just been like on your live for a minute and I'm just like seeing something. It might sound a little stupid, but I'm seeing like a very big backyard. I don't know if it was yours, it could have been a friend's family member. And I'm seeing like a decently sized trampoline. And I don't know if you were a child when this happened. I don't know what age you were, but I'm also seeing like you're like playing a game on the trampoline. I'm not sure what exactly it is. Maybe crack the egg. Um and I'm seeing this going terribly wrong. I'm seeing I'm seeing you getting injured in this incident. Um I'm seeing blood on the rocks and I'm seeing a broken nose. Does that resonate at all with you?
I did. I did break my nose
You
playing
did,
crack the
okay.
egg on a trampoline. I did. I unironically did that. That happened.
Okay.
I have pictures of it on my camera roll. That did happen.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm seeing
that did happen.
I'm seeing this took a long time for you to recover from. Not like mentally, I mean like physically, like you were looking a little fucked up for a while. Is that correct?
I mean, I broke my nose, so.
Well, yes, I'm just being I'm just trying to get a little more specific here. Okay, let me see what else I can see. Okay. I am seeing okay, New Year's around time, Christmas maybe. I'm seeing maybe some kind of restaurant. I don't know if this was a restaurant you went to usually, but I'm seeing a restaurant and um I'm seeing a little cup and I'm seeing did you name a drink after yourself?
What?
I'm seeing I think I'm hearing a Dean Delight.
What is that? What the hell is a Dean Delight?
Bro. You don't remember the Dean Delight, bro?
What the fuck is a Dean Delight?
You don't remember the Dean Delight?
What is
Why
what
am
is
I the only one that remembers this?
What is the Dean Delight?
You don't remember the Dean Delight?
No.
Bro, what the fuck? The Dean Delight, bro.
What is the Dean Delight?
You like mix so many things together.
Oh, the fucking Dean Delight. Oh, the fucking Dean Delight. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, I remember the Dean Delight.
It was a classic.
Okay.
Why am I the only one that remembers this?
Okay, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, Marisol, thank you for coming up.
Bye, Dino.
Have a good one. No, yeah, that is a friend of mine. That is a friend of mine. That's the only troll of the night. That's the only troll of the night. I swear. Well, actually, we'll get back to serious business. We'll get back to serious business. We're back to serious business here. We're back to serious business. I swear to God, the only time of the night. What's up? Are you a psychic or a medium?
I'm both. I'm more of an energy worker.
Sweet. Can you work your energy on me? Prove to me that you're a psychic or a medium?
Absolutely. So. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. I'm like trying to catch my breath because I'm a swimmer too.
No worries.
I feel I'm just kind of tapping into your body first, like your energy. I don't know.
Yeah,
Are you familiar with chakras?
Yeah, from the Buddhist religion.
Yeah, so there's 122 chakras in the body, and then we have 7 main chakras.
Okay, yeah. Tap into them and try to maybe tell me something specific about me, my past, my friends, my family, or just something that in my past that I might be able to confirm or deny.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so your solar plexus, that's the stomach. And I feel like you're in your power, which is good. A lot of people are not in their personal power. But I do feel like you're in your personal power, so that's good. But I'm going up to the third eye. I feel a slight little bit of a headache, and I think you get headaches when you overanalyze stuff. So you are in your left brain most of the time, but then you're also very creative, which is your right brain. But your logical side is huge. And I actually think you're more intuitive than you think.
Okay. I don't really get headaches too often.
Okay, so yeah, it's just the energy that's going across the third eye. But I don't feel like you're I don't feel like you see spirits and stuff, but I feel like you are more of a clairvoyant to where you see through people's, you can tell people are lying, and you could just.
I really can't. I get lied to way easily, way too easy. It's stupid.
Oh, really? You just come across, and maybe, I don't know how old you are, but maybe as you get older and wiser, that part will open up, but you are way more in tune than you think.
Sammy, thank you so much for the $20 over Venmo. Thank you so much for the $20. Yeah, is there maybe any specific instances that you may be able to tune in on in my past or something like that?
I'll tap more into your life.
The more specific, the better.
Yeah, because I was so I feel like with your life, I feel like you were raised pretty good. I'm not seeing too many people on the other side that's passed. I mean, just our occasion, a lot of us have lost our great grandparents. But I do have to say your great grandpa is around you, 100%.
Okay.
He does. He actually looks after the family.
Okay. Well, hey, man. I appreciate you for coming up. Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good night. Okay. That was just, that was some more spiritual stuff that can't be confirmed or denied by myself. I think what I'm looking for is going to be more shit in relation to me or my past, or just something that I can confirm or deny. Was the kid legit? I don't know, because you know what I mean. Hey, are you a psychic?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, good. Hold on, give me a minute to set up. So right now I'm going to do a tarot reading for you. I've seen a couple of other readers do your reading when you were on live and everything like that. Just to clarify, I am a 4th generation psychic. I haven't learned anything that I am knowledgeable to do. It was passed on to me throughout generation. So let's
Do you
start
think?
off.
I mean, tarot cards are like not really like that specific, if that makes any sense. Might you be able to do like a more like individualized reading on like just like to maybe like tell me stuff about like my life or my past or my friends or my family?
Yes, for sure. So, like I was explaining to you, it was a generational thing that was passed down to me. So, when I shuffle the cards, I want you to say your name and date of birth. It doesn't have to be the full date of birth, just, it doesn't have to be the year. But say that as I'm shuffling them, and it will give me a grasp on your energy.
Okay, let's do it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Dean Withers. Dean Withers, 9104. Dean Withers. Dean Withers, 9104. Dean Withers. Yeah, 9104. Dean Withers. Yeah, 9104. September 1st, 2004. Dean motherfucking Withers. September 1st, 2004. Dean motherfucking Withers. Dean what? Ooh, Dean Withers. Yeah. Dean what? Ooh, Dean Withers. Yeah. September 1st, when? 2004. Who? September and 1st. Oh, fuck, I lost my flow. All right. You're out?
All right.
Oh, she's still going.
You to pick a number with your gut or intuition. It can be from 1 through 7. Just pick a number, and that determines how many cards I'm going to pull out for you today.
4.
4? Okay, let's go at it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the World card, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. So right off the bat, I am picking up a lot of energy throughout financial life. So throughout finances, even when you were younger, when you were struggling in a specific situation, money always came to you in a sense when you needed it the most. Financially, there's a very good energy for you. And I do see that you are going to grow larger as well as your financial situation. But
That's so vague.
Right off the bat, I am picking up a big energy throughout friends. I'm seeing that there's a connection that's really close to you. Now, this could be a friend or family member. This connection's really close to you, and you don't see this person as a red flag. But I'm picking up that there is a negative energy surrounding you without this person. I do see
that's so vague.
Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, no. Continue. No, feel free. I think, but like, I'm just like was looking for some stuff that isn't so vague and like can be applied to like me or my experiences, and I could kind of confirm or deny them.
Yes, exactly. I'm picking up the energy that the cards want to tell me right off. So I do see that there is a negative person around you. So what I can recommend for this is you need to make your circle smaller in the sense. Now, has anyone passed in your family around the time frame within a couple of years from now? Because there is a spirit. I'm not sure if it's a guardian angel or somebody of your relatives that has passed over.
No.
Okay. Well, I am picking up the energy of a spirit. They want to send in a message. Now, the message, you can determine this message within yourself. And I'm seeing they're telling you that you're holding on to someone or something, blaming someone or something from your past, and you're subconsciously doing this as well. So I'm seeing that there's an energy from your past that you're really holding on to. And this is causing a lot of blockages and opportunities for you, as in through connections with people. Do you feel that you've been holding on to someone or something or blaming someone for something in this sense?
No.
But like I said, this could be a guardian angel rather than, a relative that has passed. Like I said, you need to find this answer within yourself. You're really holding on to someone or something in a sense.
I just told you, I'm really not.
Well, like I said, you really have to find it within yourself. A lot of people aren't open to the spiritual, ways and things like that. And I totally understand that.
No, I totally am. I'm totally open to the spiritual ways. Also, thank you for the love you. I don't feel like that applied to me, but I'm totally open to the spiritual ways.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, I cut off. But definitely, I am picking up an energy around like I said, that friendship's coming back once again. I'm seeing that this person is going to be coming back into your life. This could be a connection that you've cut off. I'm seeing that this person's going to want to come back in a need or an order for something. Do you know if this person already reached out to you?
I don't know.
Nobody from your past that you have cut off, a friendship, a relationship, in a sense?
I've never really cut a lot of people off. I've always kind of like struggled with that. I usually just try to like hold on to people and see it through like thick and thin. So like I really can't think of like an instance even where like I I haven't cut someone off, you know what I mean? Like I'm not a cutter offer. I'm always like the one who tries to like see it out. Thank you for that, love you.
Yes, no, but there is definitely a lot of energy that somebody is going to be coming from the past. I do think that it could be that for something that benefits them. You know,
Okay.
like we said that
Yeah.
you were holding on to people, try to
Well,
hold on to people, but like I said earlier, that there was a negative energy around a friend or family member that's not so specifically positive towards you. So that's definitely a reason why this energy is coming in, because it's so hard for you to cut people off in your life throughout friends or
well,
relationships.
thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Of course. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for that, mustache. Yeah, that was all a little too big. I think we may like try to stay away from the card readings, if that makes any sense. Just because it's like the card readings make it like a bit more difficult. Let's go to get astrotherapist up here. You know, like the card readings are obviously going to be more vague. Guys, if we're enjoying the debates, make sure to hit that. Oh, not the debates. Make sure to hit that follow button. Welcome in, Astro. You're on post, man. Unfortunately, I can't hear you.
What's
Hello.
up? What's up? What's up? Oh, man, you put me right. I didn't think I was gonna come up that fast. What's up, man? All right, so psychic. I'm not a psychic into that, but I can definitely tell you that I do astrology and astronomy. So whether or not we believe it, let's give it a chance. If you know your moon sign or your sun sign, let's see if I can give you some. Do you know it? If not, I can look it up for you.
I'll look it up. Will this be like specific or vague?
No, no. I'll get into detail. I do this on TikTok for the past, I would say, since last summer, like around May, June. And so let's just say I've always been pretty on
Yeah,
point.
I'm a Virgo. I don't know what that means.
You're a Virgo sun. Okay, and what's your moon sign?
How do I tell?
If you go to astro.com, you have to do your. It's basically like a synastry. It's more, well, look, let's start off with your sun sign. Okay. So as a Virgo, right, in 2022, Virgo, first of all, you are service. Service is how you express yourself in whatever way it is. You are very methodical with the way that you do the day-to-day, routine is what you do, right? So 2022, last year, let's just say it brought a little bit of a mess at home. A little bit of things that taught Virgos to actually change the structure of their methodical routine. Because what happens with Virgos is when they get their, the way that things don't happen, they get nervous and their digestive system is affected by them, right? So for you guys, this has been a lot with Virgos, especially where there's been a lot of lies and secrets, especially last month that came out for Virgos and around late August, September, where somebody thought that wasn't going to lie to you did. And this is because Virgos are the purest light. And so all this betrayal of lies, especially from that one person, is to remember that you can actually give the service to the world, but you can't just fix it, That's from your sun sign. Very vague.
Oh. I'm an Aries moon, Buscarigate. Wait, hold up. I'm an Aries. Wait, an Aries moon.
Okay, so you're an Aries moon. Okay, so
Sagittarius rising.
Okay. All right, so that was your Virgo. So you're methodical, you're part of service, and your routine is probably what gives you a detail-oriented eye. That sometimes might be looked as OCD, but I consider it like a side effect when you're not focused. Then your Aries moon is someone who, let's say, is quick-tempered. You might not express it, but with your emotions, like people can just see how you feel. They don't need to ask you, right? So somebody is very quick and very expressive. One thing that you do like to do is try to solve the day. If you are the hero, there's a cat, I'm there, Aries. Very expressive with their emotions, right? So I can say in 2022, that part of your emotions, you had a lot of
well, hey man, I really do appreciate you for coming up here. Unfortunately, I do think I'm gonna move on to the next guest. Just because I think
it's
like
all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I really respect you and what you do. We're just kind of looking for some psychics that may be able to give specific details, but I appreciate you, man.
Not a problem, buddy.
Have a good one, man. All right. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here. Say, everyone, W guest in the comment section. W guest in the comment section. We're going to go and get our next guest up here, y'all. We're just kind of looking for, some more specifics about me or my life, et cetera, et cetera. Hello. How are you? Thank you for the hand arts. Hello?
Hey,
Hey, are you a
can you
psychic
hear
or a
me?
medium? I can.
Yes. Technically both, but more so as a medium.
Sweet, sweet. Do you think like you might be able to tap into that spiritual realm and connect with me and tell me maybe some more like specific instances from me or my past?
Well, um, I haven't been on your live long, but from what I've seen, um, I honestly believe you are a techie. You learn by, I'm shaking, I apologize. I don't typically do this, so,
It's no worries, no rush.
um, but, and you've been like that your whole life. There have been teachers who have asked you for help. You did very well in school. You possibly had one girlfriend throughout high school. And although you thought you might want to do sports, you followed your passion with technology instead. Um, you are very, not necessarily OCD, but you also, um, are you stopping me? Sorry.
Thank you for that, mustache. No, I just you touched on me being good in school, then also having one girlfriend throughout high school. I had a 2.9 GPA in high school, so I was actually pretty bad at school. And then I had like 4 or 5 girlfriends.
You did?
Yes,
Okay. Are you by any chance a techie? I'm just curious.
I am.
Like into technology.
I am.
Okay. I had a feeling with that, but um just by reading you, and you said 2004, correct? Or was it
Yeah,
that your birthday
2004.
was 2004? Okay. So, yeah, that would make a little bit more sense. I'm 85, so it's a little bit different now than it was when I was growing up. But I just wanted to say keep pursuing that. And you, with the technology, because you will definitely thrive in it. And that's all I really wanted to tell you.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate you for coming up.
No problem.
Have a good evening. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure she meant like 1985, y'all. 1985. We're gonna go and get our next guest up here, y'all. If we're enjoying the stream so far, make sure we're tippity tapping away in that phone screen, guys. Let's get up to 1.5 million likes here. Also, share the live with a couple friends. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here, y'all. Um, we're gonna go and get our next guest, guys. They're loading up. Hello.
Hi, Dean. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Are you a psychic or a medium or anything of the sorts?
I mean, not necessarily, but when I saw your live, okay, this is really random. Do you have, like, are you allergic to peaches?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you allergic to fish?
I am allergic to fish.
Okay. I just got a vibe that there's somebody trying to you. You know, like poison you. So, I'm not a psychic whatsoever. But I did see an image of a peach and a fish when I got on your live, and it just gave me a bad vibe. If you're not allergic to peaches right now, just stay away from them. Something bad might happen. Do you go to college or school or anything?
I do go to college. So are you a psychic? Yes or no?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, do you think you might be able to like tap into like the spiritual realm and maybe like connect with some spirits and tell me something specific about me or my past? Or just trying to like um.
Yeah, I feel like you've had like a rough little patch lately with this girl. Have you had any relationship issues over the summer maybe? Little heartbreak or something?
I did.
Little heartbreak? Ooh. Have you been in contact with this person since? Or have they
I mean,
tried
you're
to
supposed to tell me. You're supposed to tell me. You're supposed to like
have
tell
they
me.
tried to reach out to you? Well, I'm asking, I mean, that's what I think, so I'm just asking to like confirm. Have they tried to reach out to you at all?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Somebody said stalker. She def looked at your social media. I quite literally did
Thank
not.
you. Okay, well, do you have anything else for us here, Alyssa?
Let me see. What are you going to school for? Is it maybe I feel like you're really interested in philosophy?
No, I'm an economics major.
Economics major? Okay, did you do anything in high school like any business type of clubs or anything like that?
I did.
You did. Awesome. I get that. Like, have you ever like streamed? Have you ever like done like streaming of like games?
Yeah, I think I talked about that a little earlier, right? So I had mentioned that.
Okay, I was not on here earlier. Sorry.
Do you think maybe like I mean I don't get the questions. Like maybe I can like make statements or like stuff to do with like me or my life.
Um, do you have any? You have roommates? You have a couple roommates, maybe two. Do you have two roommates?
No, I don't.
Do you have a roommate?
Yeah,
Nice. Do you live in an apartment?
I do. How does this make you psychic?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I never said I was psychic. I'm just kind of like saying shit and seeing if I'm right. Yeah, somebody said she didn't claim to be psychic, bro. Like I'm literally just like saying shit and seeing if I'm right.
Okay.
I've never claimed to be psychic. I got off work, your live popped up on my For You page, and I wanted to come on here.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for coming up, Melissa. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Do you think I'm psychic?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think
I'll work
you're.
on it.
Yeah, go like play with some crystals or something.
I do have lots of crystals. Wait, before I go, can I show you guys one of my favorite ones? This is amethyst. It's very pretty, and I keep it by my bed to help me sleep. It's supposed to help you, relax you, get rid of anxiety, all that fun stuff. Why is she like this? I couldn't tell you, but I might have had alcohol syndrome, so that could be part of it. Dean, I hope you have a great night and do great with all the businessy economic shit.
I hope you have a great. What are you doing tonight? Wait, before you leave, what are you doing tonight? What is it?
So I just got off work. I work with kids. I had a great night. I'm gonna clean, like, you guys see, like, this is fucking like, this is horrendous. This is an inside look of like a college teenage girl's room. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna work on that and maybe do a quiz. I have a quiz due tonight. Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go to move on to our next guest here. I don't know quite what was going on with that. Thank you so much for the boxing gloves. That I don't know what that was. That was kind of like all over the place. It's all right. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest here, chat. By the way, if you are a psychic, a medium, or anything of the sorts, make sure to hop in those guest requests. We're looking for individuals that can be like more specific about me or my life compared to like generalized or broad claims. But we're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Connie has to say here. Also, everybody, if you've been enjoying the stream, seriously consider hitting that follow button while our next guest is loading in here. Hit that follow button, share the live with a couple friends. Thank you for the superpower. I appreciate it. Also, everybody, go like my recent TikTok. I'm going to be following back 10 to 20 people that go like and comment on my recent TikTok. I'm going to be DMing a few. I'm honestly just trying to get a TikTok to blow up, guys. It hasn't been working. Thank you so much for the hand arts. Okay, apparently this guest is not loading in, so we're going to go and move on to the next. But just keep that in mind. I'm going to be following back and DMing quite a few people. I go like and comment on my recent TikTok. Oop, we already talked to her. We're going to go and get our next one up here. Let's go to talk to Cisco here, chat. Thank you for that heart me. Thank you for that Panther pause as well. Also, guys, we are so close to our live goal. Oh, they went ahead and left. All right, we're going to go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Lynn has to say. Appreciate you for this, Razes.
Oh my god.
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 17.
Okay, feeling unfortunately got to be 18 to be on the TikTok lives, but I do appreciate you for coming up here. Thank you so much. We're gonna go to move on to our next guest. Let's see what our next guest has to say here. Don Jab, thank you so much for that subscription. I really appreciate you, man. We might do a sub only chat here tonight in a bit. Welcome in, Vinny. How are you? Okay, I'm just gonna go and move on to the next guest. Let's go. By the way, guys, seriously, hit those guest requests if you're a psychic comedian or anything of the sorts here. Also, we're on a subwave right now. So consider subscribing. Hey, what's going on, man? Are you a psychic? Okay, I don't. No, I don't want to know what was going on there. Okay, moving on to the moving on to the next here. Let's go and see what Jose has to say. Okay, too many spirits. Yeah, he was just really overcome by the spirits there. Topic Goblin. That's crazy, Mr. E Connect. Okay, Jose's not connecting. We're having some issues getting someone in here right now. I see the Midwestern Medium is back. Hello, I saw you're back in the guest request.
Something's wrong. You see all them boxes that are coming up and they're clear? When I was in here earlier, it started flipping all over the place. I ended up on a wig live. Like it's not
What?
acting right. Everybody that you were pulling up, the box was clear.
Thank you for the Knight's helmet. Oh, yeah. I don't know. That's probably just an issue with your phone.
No, because you clicked me once, and then it said I'm disconnected, and then after
Thank you for
that,
the
everybody
confetti.
was clear. I didn't even see a name or anything.
Miss Mama, thank you so much for that sub. Do you think it may be like the spirits? Brittany, thank you for the
No,
hearts.
I think it's TikTok.
Okay.
I think
Well,
it's
yep.
TikTok.
Just go ahead and restart your phone, then come back.
No,
I
I'm
appreciate you
okay
so.
now.
I
I'm
appreciate you
okay.
so much for coming up. Thank you for letting me know that your phone was a bit messy. We're gonna go ahead and move on to our next guest. I was going to talk to Amanda here.
I was
Hello.
not expecting to be brought up that fast. Sorry.
No worries, no worries. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So are you a psychic comedian or anything of the sorts?
Yes. I do tarot,
Give that a
oracle,
mustache.
and sometimes offer mediumship readings.
Lorianne, thank you so much for that subscription. Might you be able to tell me anything specific about me or my life or my family, friends, etc., 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 just anything like that? Give you
One
the
second.
sunglasses, Micah.
Like I said, I wasn't expecting to come up this fast. All right. So I just bought a new deck. I'm not really supposed to be doing new decks on live,
Oh,
but
unfortunately, we're not. I'm not really too interested in any tarot readings, just because we're kind of looking for something,
oh,
more
you want
specific.
like off the top of my head. Well, for what I'm getting is that you're generally a kind person. You can be
Thank you
a
for the hat
little bit
mustache. Might you be able to
impatient.
do anything more specific than that? Like we're looking for specific things here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I was getting there. You could be a little bit impatient because you, I'm not saying that because you were cutting people off or doing anything. Specifically, I feel like you have a bigger family, like, not as like siblings, but like extended family.
So
Does
that
that
wasn't
make
really
sense?
that specific.
That was specific because I don't have a big family with extended members. Um, I meant like if you go to a family reunion, you don't know, you might not know everybody there. You know your section of your family, and then you have to ask, who's that, and like remember some of them you remember by faces, you just might not know their names. That's what I meant by big family.
So I feel like that could apply to quite a lot of people. So what's something that could only apply to me?
Understandable.
Yeah,
It
do you have
doesn't
any
apply to
readings?
me, but
Do you have any
let's
readings?
see.
Thank you for that, a mustache and for the hand arts there. Do you have any readings on, say, so I had a best friend, and my childhood best friend. Can you tell me about him?
My gift doesn't usually work that way. The way I usually work is to see if I could get any spirits coming through, like as
Yeah,
far
what did
as
the spirits
past
tell you about
loved
him?
ones.
Okay, past loved ones. What are the spirits telling you about my past loved ones? Oh, no. Well, yeah. Like, what are the spirits telling you about my past loved ones?
Honestly, you're closed off.
I'm actually really
You're
open.
no, right now, you're closed off.
What do
You're
I need to do to
normally
become open?
open, yes, but right now you're closed off, meaning you want to hear certain things. And if you don't get those certain things, you're going to disregard
Leave that a
the
mustache. Well, I mean,
messages that you're going to get. If
you could tell
somebody's
me like
not,
anything. How about you tell me like anything specific that only could like apply to me or like a very small amount of people? Thank you for the little crown.
give me 1 second.
Maybe I could help. We could set the mood here a little bit with some Zen stress meditation, Zen sleep meditation, study music here.
Okay, like I said earlier, I'm not really getting any loved ones. I feel like everybody who's close to you hasn't passed yet. Like you haven't lost anyone really specific, like really close to you. Like you haven't lost any close friends. You haven't lost any parents to passing. Your grandparents, I
Okay.
feel like they're not together, but I don't feel like they passed away.
Okay.
Like
Well,
possibly a divorce.
they're together. All my grandparents are together. But Amanda, I really appreciate you for coming up here. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Sorry I
Have a
couldn't be
good one.
more help.
No worries, no worries at all. No worries at all. We're gonna move on to our next guest here, y'all. Make sure we're tippity tapping away on that phone screen. We're looking for someone that can prove to me and the other, 5.3 thousand people on here that they are indeed a psychic. Make sure we are hopping in those guest requests, guys. I'm looking for something. Professional here. Some real professionals. Looking. Oh, this guy might be legit. Midwest. Oh, we didn't go to comp to cheerleader. That's funny. What's going on, man? Are you a psychic?
It's not man, it's ma'am.
I
But
use that as a gender neutral term of reference.
interesting. Well, considering
Uh,
I was the best son to my
Kinsey.
father that I
Oh,
could be. Can you hear me all
Kinsey,
right?
thank you for the subscription. Of course. Yeah, of course. So, anyways, are you a psychic?
I would say that I can very easily tell that you do not care about the rest of the world around you and you are intensely egotistical.
So which spirit is telling you this? Is it like the delusional one or the insane one? Like
Wow.
like when you look in the
It
mirror, is that
sounds
like
exactly like I see you. That is exactly what I see. You are, wow. Yeah, you know what? I must be. I must be. So
so
what are
where
your
does the attitude come
concerns?
from?
Yeah, what are your concerns about the world around you? Do you think it is
What are
crumbling? Do
yours?
you think it is going to burn?
No, the world around me is pretty sweet. So what are your concerns?
I'm concerned that the government is a representation of motherhood that is completely distorted and it is going to destroy humanity. So, if you don't mind me saying,
I
I
got
do
an
know
idea.
this.
Can I give you an idea? Write it down on a piece of cardboard and go out
Yeah, you
to
think
a
you're
street
holier
corner and
than
scream
thou,
it
and
at
I'm not
everyone.
listening to anything you have to say. Have a nice day.
Um, have a terrible day. I don't. You don't know how to leave?
No, I don't. But if you want to keep me around, I'll listen to you talk to yourself more.
That's kind of embarrassing. I mean, no. Try to figure out how to leave real quick. Haley, thank you for
Yeah,
that
I don't
subscription.
feel like it. I'm sorry. I'm too bored. This is entertaining. Go ahead and talk to yourself. You love doing that. You can't listen to anything that anybody says as though someone is literally going to get some kind of documentation that says, oh, I'm a medium. Do you really think that anyone has the potential to be verified by anything else but the universe that they're actually a medium.
Yeah, also, chat, it's funny because
So
only like the ones that aren't mediums are just so upset at me. Like, we could all collectively agree that there's been a
no,
lot of
I
people
don't
that have
think I've
came up
heard
in here.
anyone upset at you
I don't think it
actually,
was your time
and
to
you've been
talk. I don't think it was
extremely
your time to
degrading.
talk. I don't think it was your time to talk. You know, it's like the ones that are actually like fucking cool, like the floor plan lady, or then even that one lady that came up earlier. They're so fucking cool. But then like we have people like this that just get so like fucking like rambunctious. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. You got anything else for us? You got? I doubt they know how to. They did anything else?
Oh, you muted me, right?
Yeah.
So that you could speak.
Right.
You couldn't expect me to allow you to speak?
So see, you don't allow me to do anything. It's my life. Do you have anything else?
You literally muted me when I said go ahead and talk to yourself.
All right. All right. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. Let's go to talk to a real median here. Let's go to talk to a real median here, chat. Everybody, tippity tap tap away on that phone screen. Let's get to 1.5 million likes. Hit that follow button. Share the live with a couple friends. What's going on? Are you a median?
Hi there, can you hear me?
I sure can.
Sorry?
I sure can hear you.
Oh, cool. So, can I have a question or can I not?
Oh, go ahead.
What are you trying to prove? Can I know?
Well, I'm not trying to prove anything because I'm not a psychic or a medium. However, you're a medium. Would you like to maybe connect to me spiritually, or like how did the process work in the best way where you might be able to like maybe try
Do
to
you know
prove that
how
you're a
it
medium?
works normally or not?
No, but if you want to explain that to us, go ahead.
Well, basically, you can connect to someone if he allows you to connect to himself. If you're like against everything which is medium and stuff, you can close yourself and no one can read in you. You have this power.
Right.
So I cannot go into you, inside of you, if you don't allow me.
Right. So no, I want to allow you to come in. I have nothing against like spirituality or mediums. I just have things against like really irrational and ignorant people. Like
And
the last
actually,
lady.
this is actually, I think this is interesting. I found it. I woke up. No, I don't think it's a sign. Like I woke up. I woke up in the night to go to pee actually, and I come to TikTok and I saw your live and I was like, wow, what's going on in here? And like,
Right.
I
So
agree that
how do I let you in? Because I would love to let you in. How do I let you in here?
you need to have some acceptance that some part of irrational, which is not explainable, right, exist in this
Oh,
world.
yeah,
And
no,
not
I really think that you came in at the wrong time. I seriously have like nothing against spirituality, or being a medium,
I have
or like
something
being a
against
psychic. Like
spirituality.
I
I'm
have
not
nothing against it
spiritual.
at all. Like I don't at all. Like seriously, am I skeptical? Yes, but
Yes.
am I like against it or making a mockery of it? No. So
Okay, there's
I
one
would
more thing.
love.
How do I know that you're honest? If I'm gonna tell you something, how do I know that you will say yes, you're right, and you will not say, oh,
For
bullshit.
the same way that the lady yesterday who told me my floor plan, then had me, then I, out of my own will, turned on my camera and showed everybody that she was correct about my floor plan. But honestly, if you're coming up here and being skeptical of me, I may just go ahead and move on to the
No,
next
no, I'm
guest.
not skeptical of you. I'm just asking. I'm talking to you like you're a human. You're communicating. I want you to know
All right.
something about you. I want you to
So like
raise your.
the whole point of this is for me to be honest. So
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay,
right.
I think I cannot be sure 100%. I think you have problem with your father. Okay, something around 5 years old, something happened to you, which like either you lost your belief. I wouldn't say in humankind, but there's like some big deception, and well, we all been hurt in one or other way. But it's like you shut down for me. You shut down, and like you want someone to prove it that people can be nice. I don't know, maybe it's not correct way to put it, but you need hope for the
Right.
future.
I can't
Trust
think of any
them.
specific instance of me like losing my father or going through like a particularly rough patch with him at 5 years of age.
So am I right?
I can't think of any instance that would be like, you know,
I didn't say you lose your
equal to
father.
that.
I didn't say you lost your father. I know. I said something happened. I don't know. I cannot put a hand on it. If I don't see it right. I don't feel because normally I hear it, But I think something around 5, I don't know if you remember. No, we don't mind. I don't need like big audience. Just maybe one day, I don't know if you go for therapy or not, maybe something will come up, maybe you'll remember something. Because sometimes you can oppress things.
Okay.
For me, at that age, look if you want, if you're interested, look at that age, something has happened for me. I don't say it's something sexual. I'm not saying that.
All right. Do you have like maybe anything that you could tell me about like me or my past or my family or my friends that I might be able to remember so I could confirm or deny it?
Your best, your friends. Let me see.
Also, what did you just say? What was the last statement that just came out of your mouth?
Let me see your friends, I say.
Wait, what did she wait, what chat, what did she say?
Let me see, I said. Let me see. What's your real name, please?
My real name is Dean Withers.
This is funny. I didn't expect this. This is,
Can I?
for me, it's not even serious enough to say, but I just nothing come really up for you. I don't know if it's because you're closed, except you're maybe moving, hold on, moving
I
from to sitting or like moving too much, changing places, something like this.
Okay. Sweet. I have so this is my friend eConnect here. This is like my first time bringing anyone up on this live apart from me and like the individual. But I don't know like what is about to happen or unfold. I'm just going to let it happen and unfold.
Fine.
And I'm pretty sure that he wants to ask you some questions.
Yeah, so you said you were referencing his friends and things of that nature. Well, me and Dean have been friends for over 10 years now, so I was curious if you could give some insight into our friendship. Maybe something specific that no one else will be able to know.
Can I know your name, please? eConnect.
Yeah, my name is Liam.
Leon and Dean.
Yep.
Leon and Dean, something specific. Leon and Dean. No, the crazy things are coming to my mind. I don't know. It has something to do with flowers. First thing which I hear is flowers. I cannot explain. I don't know.
Well, I mean, given that you're a psychic, would you be able to like elaborate on the flowers a little bit?
You like everyone is different, Some people can know your names. Some people can know names of your people in your family. Some people have like flashes. Some people have like hearing things,
What do you have?
Everyone is different. Normally, I can hear things.
You can hear
But
things. What do you hear right now?
I need to be calm. I need to be relaxed, which I'm not, because it's like this. It's a bit of pressure, It's like proving a dog that he can bark or something. Like prove yourself, prove yourself. I didn't come actually to prove myself.
Yo, I mean,
can
take your time,
trust
relax.
you,
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Go ahead and
wonder
relax.
why do you do this? Like why do you? I don't
Here, I have
really
an
get
idea.
it.
I have an idea. Here, I have an idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on some peaceful Zen meditation, Zen studies, Zen music for massage therapy and aromatherapy and studying and relaxing. So maybe we can take like the next little bit to just like breathe in and out and calm down. And
Connect one more time your name, please. Connect.
Yeah, my name is Liam.
Liam. Liam, I'm hearing you. I'm gonna tell you what is coming.
Okay.
I don't know if you have a sister or they tell me I hear.
oh fucking god, fucking god, Jesus fuck, yo, thank you so much for the flying whiff. Thank you so much for the flying witch. You really kind of messed up the Zen moment there. But
Yeah, a little bit.
anyways, guys, continue, guys, continue.
All right, what were you saying?
I can hear. A sister. So no, it's a sister. It's a sister or a woman which is very close to you, but just like either like your sister, either like and yeah. Well, there's something to work on this relationship. I don't know. And now Liam and Dean. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? For me, everything is fine. I don't
I
see
mean, you're the psychic, so obviously we're looking for your insight.
What do you
Since
think psychic
you
is?
would be able to know things we couldn't sense, right? You have that connection that we don't have. So we're really looking for your insight on our relationship and our friendship,
what inside you? Like, is it gonna like go for a long time, or what do you know? For me, yes. For me, I'm gonna stay friends if that's what you're asking for.
I mean, I
Inside.
think really, I guess I can speak for Dean here. I think we're really looking for, because you have that psychic connection and you're kind of able to tap into that realm that we don't have access to. I mean, anything that's really coming to mind, all those, like, you must have a lot of insights. There must be a lot of things that are coming up right now
No.
that are really
It's not like that.
specific that only you would be able to know. Any of those kind of things that are coming to mind, we would love to know about.
What sense you're wearing this. That's not a psychic work. But I can tell that one of you is very attracted to another one, basically. I mean, what is he laughing? Good.
She's reading the chat. She's reading the chat.
Yeah. Honestly, Liam and chat, what if we left Liam up here for a little bit and honestly, like, would test like the psychic's abilities by asking them to like have some insight into me and Liam's friendship?
That sounds like a wonderful idea. Just a little unbiased opinion, of course.
Yeah, and honestly, what it gives is like a good direction, if that makes any sense. Like it actually gives people something to like say like look into. We'll go ahead and let Denise up here. We'll do it for a little bit. We'll see how it works out. Hello Denise, how are you?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I hope that you've had a good day. Are you a psychic?
Well, I would say yes. I'm more of a clairvoyant, clairaudient, claircognizant, not so much of a medium. I'm pretty. I feel like I'm.
Would you be able to explain that a little bit to us?
Excuse me?
Would you be able to like explain what those terms mean to us?
So, without sounding crazy, I know. So I tend to have a lot of visions, and they tend to come true. So if you look at my page in particular, I make a couple of predictions. I'm sorry, I was moving furniture as I was listening to you and, trying to get a feel. But I made a couple of predictions on my personal page. And then I have given actual video proof that these things have happened. So in words of, in terms of claircognizance, it all kind of between claircognizance, where clairaudience is where you see, clairvoyance is where you see, excuse me, I'm out of breath today and I'm tired. Claircognizance is where you know, clairaudience is where you hear, and clairvoyance is where you see. And
No worries.
combine.
I just have a question. So, do you think that you might be able to like to say like attempt to say prove this to me and Liam by maybe like giving maybe us some insight into our friendship, rather that be like past experiences in which me and Liam have shared, or just something that would be more specific in the realms or the confines of our lives?
Yeah. Now, I also do tarot reading, so that takes a little bit of time. It's not so easy when it comes out of your mouth. I read and I interpret. So if you can give me a quick second, just be patient.
Unfortunately, we aren't really doing any tarot up here tonight, just because those are generally a little bit too general. I mean, was that kind of all that you had, was the tarot readings?
No, not exactly. As far as your friendship, hold on a second. There is sort of like an inner wisdom, in a sense where I don't know if one or both of you kind of have stepped back, where one of you, in a sense, has matured over the next person.
Oh, she's on pause.
Yeah.
How
She
do you
must
feel?
have.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Welcome back. Continue, Denise.
Thank you so much. So it's sort of like one person seems to be at a mature state of level than the next person. And I think that it almost seems like there is a stepping back to see whether or not this other person is the right person to have in his life. So if you're in a state where you've gone through a few things, and and you're in a state where you're stepping back to sort of understand your relationship a little better. Not it, between, how can I say it? You're trying to understand where you are in your life versus where you are in your friendship and how this friendship may be affecting your life, or if this person is the right person in your life.
That was pretty general there. I think that we were more so looking for specifics, and I don't think that neither I nor Liam would really agree with that statement.
Yeah, just out of curiosity, do you know which specific person is, just to like make chat a little happier? Do you know which specific person is the one that's matured and kind of move forward?
Well, I'm not saying that one is immature, but I feel like
Of
Liam,
course.
no, I'm not saying that. But I feel like Liam, I think you were kind of, I think you've gone through maybe a couple of things, or you've gone through a couple of experiences where it kind of has you kind of, um, have had you in a state of just solitude, knowing, understanding, taking in that wisdom, that kind of thing. So you in particular, I don't think it has anything to do with Dean, but you in particular, Liam, I think you're just kind of stepping back a little bit and kind of reevaluating and kind of taking in certain things.
How do
Oh,
you feel about that, Liam?
I mean, that's great wisdom. I was just curious if you happen to know what it was specifically that I was like, taking a step back on and reevaluating. If there was
Well,
like anything specific that came to mind.
there is something that you're hanging on to.
What would that be specifically?
I don't know. That's something that Liam may have to clarify. So
Um,
you have to understand. I you might have gotten this from other mediums to think that they know everything offhand, but I'm gonna be very honest with you because I'm very straightforward. I'm a straight shooter, so I don't have all the specifics to every single thing. So that's why I have a conversation and ask, what exactly is going on in your life.
okay.
I think that's fair.
Well, Denise, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really appreciate you for coming up here, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.
You too. Thank you so much.
Uh,
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sick right now. I had a little cough that just came up there. My bad. Yeah, my throat has been acting up recently. I think we should move on to the next psychic, of course.
Sure, sure. How about we do one more, and then I'm going to go ahead and continue talking to a few. But yeah, let's
Yep.
let's go ahead and do one more together.
And then
I'd
I'll drop
maybe
down.
love
Yep.
for some clarification on this. We'll go ahead and do one more here. But yeah, I mean, I think that this is a good idea. I think we're like really just kind of looking for like more specifics when in comparison
Hey,
to. Hey, how you doing? Welcome
I'm
back.
yeah, I got home, so I wanted to see if I can give it another try when I'm in my zone, not in the backyard. Um, I don't know if you guys you're good with me doing it again. I don't know if you want to bring somebody else on to.
Yeah, no, of course. So right now,
Mhm.
I think we'd spoken previously a little bit. I don't remember too much about it. Are
Yeah.
are, are you a tarot reader by chance?
No, I'm a psychic medium. I use
Sweet.
cards, but they're just like for confirmation. Like
Okay.
I'm gonna be saying things, and then the cards, if I pull a card, it'll show me like an image, and then it'll kind of give me like a direction. But I don't need the cards. Everything I did before was without the cards, so I don't know if you remember, but I know you
Okay,
had a bunch of
sweet.
people on here.
Sweet. Yeah,
um,
I'm so sorry. But
no,
yeah,
you're
no.
good.
So anyways, now I have my friend Liam up, and me and Liam have been friends for a really long time, and I was
Yeah.
wondering if you might be able to like say prove to us that you're a psychic via means of like telling me and Liam about like our friendship, like more, maybe specific details from our
Yeah.
past or anything along those lines.
Um, so between the time I was coming to my house, I was picking up on something about a lake. I'm not sure where you live, but there's something related to a lake, something that may have triggered a passion in you. And then somebody like an uncle or something that has a lot of tattoos. I don't feel like you have any tattoos, but maybe that person has a lot of tattoos. But they're very close source to you. Like you, I don't know if in like a in family gatherings or something like that, like kind of tend to be open to speaking to him. I don't know if that's someone who's ringing a bell to you, but their tattoos are what's sticking out to me about them. Like that's like a like they have a
Okay.
lot of, of tattoos.
That doesn't
Also,
ring any bells off the top of my head. Are you picking up on anything in confines to me and Liam's friendship?
yeah, in your sorry, just I wanted to get that out because that's what I kept getting it. So,
Oh yeah, no worries.
so the messages that I'm getting for you guys, I don't know if there's it's again with the water. There's something related to water. I don't know if you guys live close to water or if there's something that you guys do pastimes like go to the beach or the lake, I guess. And there's something that you guys shared a conflict in, so there's something, either a girl or something that got in between you guys. You guys have worked it out since, but it's like something, it's somebody got in the middle, like somebody affected a relationship that you guys, I mean, obviously you guys have a great relationship, so it's something that kind of just like put like a thorn in it, and you have worked through it. I don't know if that's something, I don't know if you both spoke about it or if it was kind of just like an understanding, like, okay, well, we're gonna, I guess, just move on because we're not gonna like stress the bitch, you know. I'm sorry, I don't know. Can I curse?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Um, I think I see some true psychics in the chat that say Dean wanted Liam's sister. Anyways,
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
I'd
not
want to
reading
really
the
say I'm
chat,
not,
but
but yeah, I've gone for a little bit.
I was like,
anyways,
I'm not
What are you
reading
gonna say
the
now?
chat,
anyways, no,
but
anyways,
I'd
anyways.
watch
I
out.
I don't know if you could turn the chat off because I don't want to be like called
No,
a fraud, you know, but
no, you're good.
I'm
You're
not
good.
reading the chat, but
No, I was just making a joke. I was just making a joke.
oh, oh, okay.
Anyways, so we connect. Would you say that like a girl or anyone has ever gotten in between us? I wouldn't say so.
You know, that doesn't ring a bell for me specifically. I can't recall anything with a girl. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Does anything else come to mind?
No, there's something about like a July 4th that you guys might have spent together. That's a really good memory for you guys. It's sorry.
So go ahead.
I think
Oh,
we've done that before.
it,
We
it
have
was
spent a
it,
few Fourth of
it
Julys
was
together. Yep.
yeah, it was one. I don't know where you guys live, but it's something like near trees, near like a forest. Maybe there was like a bonfire or something that kind of uh took place on that point. Um, and something. Do you guys play tricks on people together? Like, do you? I mean, I've seen you guys play a few like comedy pranks together right now, but in real life, like, do you play pranks on people? Like, are you play, like, are you tricksters? Like, I don't know if that's
Would you say that we're tricksters, Liam?
I mean, I'd say we have some jokes in our arsenal. We've played a few pranks here and there.
yeah, nothing harmful. It's just,
What what
you
kind
guys.
of what kind of jokes do you think we've played on other people? There's one big one that
Um,
comes to mind.
I see
I have
something
one
with
in
a
mind too.
mask. I don't know if there's something that you might have scared the shit out of someone in a mask, but there's something about a mask. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I don't know if there's,
With the mask, I'm just curious. Do you have any like
yeah.
specific pranks you think we played with a mask? Anything that comes to mind in that area?
No, I kind of just get like, so what they come in like is I can sense, I can see, hear, feel, smell. So what they're doing right now is they're putting a face, like a mask in my head, like the figure of a mask. So I can't really elaborate more than that. Like sometimes they'll give me a full like little skit, but right now that's all I'm getting. It's something related to a movie. They give me a movie right now, like they're showing me like a movie reel, um and you scared the shit out of them, like whatever you did, you shocked the person, like I don't know what you did, but
Oh,
yeah.
I don't think we've done that before, have we, Liam?
Yeah, I can't recall that, not gonna lie.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, that's
Anything else that comes to mind?
no, that's all I was getting. And
Okay.
yeah, but all right, I thought I would give it another try, but it was
Thank
good
you so
talking to you
much
guys
for
again.
coming
Take
up.
care.
Thank you
No
so much for
problem.
coming up. Have a good one.
You
All
too.
right,
And
Dean.
Liam, thank you for coming up,
I'll
man. It
let you
was
do
it
it,
was it was
buddy.
cool. Dude,
Yep, good luck.
Liam, I gotta fucking there's honestly been a few like crazy ass people that have come up. Hopefully one of them
Dude.
come up while you're watching. And
All
if
right.
one of them do, I'll let you back up because there's seriously been like 3 or 4 people that have like were fucking
I heard
insane.
they scouted out like your entire room plan or some shit like that. I heard about that.
Yeah, yeah, and I this lady earlier tell me like very specific things about like me and my past. So, anyways, yeah, thank you so much for
All right.
coming up, man.
Yeah, I'll let you post up for a bit. I'll stay on the live for a little while. You can always just text me if you find somebody. Deuces.
Bet, see ya. Yeah, it'd be cool to bring it back up. Anyways, y'all, if we're enjoying the stream, make sure to tippity tap away in that phone screen. Tippity, yeah, the green ruler person. And also hit that follow button if you haven't already, guys. Share the live with a couple people. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say here. We are going to go ahead. Who are we gonna drag up? Who are we gonna talk to here? What about who we feeling? Let's go ahead and get our Amanda. Let's go ahead and get Amanda up here. Also, y'all, once again, we're going to be going on sub only here shortly. We're really close to our live goal. We have 3 more of the Flying Witches, so keep that in consideration. And Heather, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. I really appreciate your support. Hey, Amanda, are you a psychic? Okay, I think the spirits just fried her vocal cords. We're going to go and move on to the next. Thank you for the rose, AJ. I appreciate you, man. Hey there, are you a psychic?
Yes.
Sweet. Do you think you might be able to go ahead and prove that to me, with like some more specific details about me, my life, my friends, my family, etc.?
Yeah, definitely. It depends on how open you're going to be in this conversation, and if you want me to know something about you, it's going to help a lot.
Yeah, sure. How do you want me to be open? How do you want me to display this? Just I'll follow your lead.
Sure. Let's start with telling me. Hi, I'm William, by the way, Dean. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Start with telling me the day of the week that you were born.
Let's go ahead and see.
A lot of people don't know this, but it tells a lot about you right away, and I can use that as a basis.
Sweet. Oh shit. Oh my god. On the day I was born, did you know that like an armed gang of Chinese rebels entered a school and took more than 1,000 people hostage? That's crazy.
Not very auspicious.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and see here. Nani, thank you for that subscription. I appreciate it. And Melissa, thank you so much for that subscription. So that's going to be a Wednesday.
Okay, so that's a Mercury day. The first and foremost thing that's most important to you is communication. Another big thing in your life is going to be travel. Promoting yourself works really well. The fact that you have this channel works perfectly aligned with that energy. It's going to be riding on everything. So Mercury is predominantly focused on writing, communication, promotion of self. All these things will come naturally to you based on this day of the week that you're born. Now, if you tell me the number of the month, I can tell you even more about yourself.
Sure. And Kay, thank you so much for that $5 Venmo. KB, I really appreciate that. So I was born on the 1st of September. And do you think that, you may be able to be like more specific? Like, things that would were more likely to only apply to me or a small amount of people compared to a large group?
Sure. You started.
Thank you so much for that, Kat. And thank you for the subscription.
I've only been seeing your live going by it a few days. I've only been on TikTok for about 15 days. And based on the number that you told me, it's absolutely necessary for you to be appreciated. It's a big thing. If you don't get the appreciation, then it'll be a downturn in the way that you feel about your life. Because of the sun energy that comes from being born on the 1st, it's going to correspond directly with this Mercury energy.
Okay, so I don't think that was the most specific in the world. Do you have like psychic abilities in the sense that you might be able to tell me like specific things about my past?
Mm-hmm.
Ella, thank you for the subscription. We're going on sub only here very, very, very shortly, y'all.
All right. Some part of you actually wanted to be involved, but not now, but in spiritual life. You wanted to do something that was regarding what everyone made fun of, and you believed in it, and then you stopped because of the amount of ridicule that you received for it. So you took yourself to this position.
It's going to be pretty general. Do you think that you might have anything more specific?
You wanted to be a teacher of something religious. I mean, how much more specific can it be?
Oh, that's very specific. I've never really wanted to be the teacher of something religious. Tai, thank you for that subscription.
Okay. Yeah, so you want me to tell you what you're thinking right now kind of thing? Is that what we're going into?
Oh, no, just like more specific things that would pertain to like me or my life compared to like a more generalized statement that could pertain to a larger percentage of individuals in the world. And Logan, thank you so much for that subscription.
Did you have a car accident at some point in your life?
Marley, thank you for that subscription. I really appreciate that. I did.
Okay. Did it happen in another country that's not a country that you're normally in?
No.
Okay. So Did this happen when you were a child or more recently?
It was like end of middle school. Also, guys, we're going on sub-only chat for a little bit here.
Did someone lose their life?
Nobody lost their life.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'll tell you right now. I don't
AJ, thank you for the subscription.
And I know this sounds like I'm judging you because it's true. But if
Jordan, thank
if
you
you're
for the
not
subscription.
open to the idea of receiving answers, it's going to be very difficult for anyone to read right.
Okay, I'm definitely very open to receiving answers, but I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for coming up here.
Thanks a lot, Dean.
Have a good one.
You too.
AJ and Jordan and Erica, y'all, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat. If you want to join them in Sub-Only Chat, consider subscribing, y'all. Subscriptions are one of the best ways to support me. We're going to go ahead and let our next guest up here. Let's go ahead and see what AJ can do here. Thank you so much for that, Rose. I appreciate you all so much for the donations. We have like another hour on the live goal. Keep that in mind, y'all. What's going on, AJ? Kip May, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Sub-Only Chat.
How are you, Dean?
Of course. I'm doing phenomenal. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You know, I'm kind of tired
Spirit,
of
thank you.
seeing all these fakes, and I just really want to prove my abilities to you.
Okay, yeah, so go for it, man.
Thank you for the time. Parker never lets me do this. Okay. So first off, let me get my cards. If I may, this will take 2 minutes. I know you have a lot of people in there. Where are my cards? Okay, here we go. All right. So, can you see me okay? All right. Okay, Dean. So, I have my cards right here. I don't know why people are saying, oh my God, more cards. Okay. Now, these are just a regular deck of cards, but it doesn't really fucking matter. So, okay, Dean. First, will you hold your hands out for me?
Sure, Debbie, thank you for the subscription.
Okay. Now, just tell me when to stop, okay?
Okay, stop.
Okay. Now, think of a card in your head.
Okay.
Now, okay, so what's gonna, this isn't a magic trick. Wow, you're getting a lot of subscriptions. Okay.
Stu, thank you for the subscription.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you, this is your card. I'm going to show it to you. And
Cass, thank you for the one gifted.
And you memorize it, okay? But I'm going to look away.
Okay, Kevin, thank you for the subscription.
You see it?
Yep.
Okay. Okay? And then we don't need these.
Okay.
Okay. So your card's gone. Okay? Now you just remember that. Okay. Now,
Okay.
Dean, I'm kind of getting, do you have any siblings?
I do.
Okay. And, are you in college?
I am.
Okay.
Thank you for the little crown.
Do you live somewhere cold?
I do.
I'm sensing Colorado.
I do live in Colorado.
Okay, great. And so I'm looking for your card because that's what's really going to tell me. We'll just do another minute here. I know you have so many guest requests, Dean. You're doing a good job. So I'm really getting something from this, but I do not think this is your card. You do have a sibling. You live in Colorado. You look like a
Zero. Thank you for the subscription. And thank you for the corgi.
college student, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And Dean, let me grab your card off the. As you can see, by the way, your card is. I mean, there are cards everywhere here, and so I'm just. If I pick your card up, Dean.
Nita, thank you for the subscription.
What I'm going to ask from you is.
Ashlyn, thank you for the subscription.
I'm sorry. What I'm going to ask from you, Dean, is that if this is your card in my hand, and I believe it is, I've at least proved one thing, and it's that I can do magic. But I've also correctly guessed something else, and that's that you are a college student in Colorado, and that you have siblings. And just by the way, that's more than anyone else has fucking done tonight. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, is this your card? Don't tell me. Just tell me if this is your card.
That is my card.
I know it is, Dean. I know it's your card. And do you know how I knew that was your fucking card?
How?
Because I'm a sidekick, motherfucker. And guess what else?
What?
See that viewer count right up there?
Yeah.
It's gone up by 300. And so here's the thing, Dean. I can't, you know what I don't understand? Let's just stop for a minute, all right? Every time the
Prox, thanks for the sub.
God, another sub. You know what? I go live and I get,
Econek, thank you for the sub.
because I go live and I get a sub every day. But here's the thing: people come onto your live, Parker's live, and they guess these vague. Oh, thanks for the gift. They guess these very vague things, and then people are like, "Oh my God, how'd they get that?" Well, no shit. They guessed you're about 20 because you look about 20. But here's the thing: do you know how I knew that was your card?
How did you know that was
I
my
looked
card?
at it, and that's the type of shit that magicians do. But Dean, I just
Okay.
want to. Oh my God, your viewer count's still going up. This is a phenomenal topic, by the way. Okay, but before I go, you tell
Roasted, thank you.
You tell me what is the most interesting thing that we've. Okay, Nikki, I did not spoil it. You tell me the most interesting thing that a sidekick has done today.
She told me that I had a green ruler in middle school and that my dad, thank you for the corgi, had a broke left leg, or broke like left knee. I had someone yesterday tell me the entire floor plan of my apartment down to the entrance and the walls with the windows, the living room and the kitchen.
Okay, so
and where my bathroom and my room was.
So do you have a gun?
No.
That's not okay. Okay. So seriously though, are you being serious?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's creepy. Well then okay. Well, I know you have a lot of other guest requests. I don't want to hold you up. But there is one more thing I would like to propose to you. To really set it forth because I've clearly am on a roll. I don't know if I can beat that, but Dean, I want you. I proved the card trick power. I want you to ask. Think of a question in your head, a very hard question.
Okay.
Okay. You let me know when you have a very hard question.
Okay.
Like, I'll give you an example. How does a nuclear bomb detonate?
Okay. Thank you for the subscription, Butterfly. Okay. I have a hard question in my head.
You have a hard question. Thank you for the 2 roses, Jenny. That'll pay for. I don't know. Okay. Go ahead and ask your question very slowly.
How many continents are there?
Okay. 8. 7. It's 7.
It is 7. It is 7.
Asia, Australia, North America, South America. Did I already say Australia?
Yep.
Okay, so Australia, Asia, North America, South America, Africa, Antarctica. What haven't I said? I said Asia. I said Australia, South, North. Which one am I missing?
It's North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Antarctica, Africa, and Australia.
Do people not know that there's 7 continents?
A lot of them don't. Well, AJ, I appreciate you for coming up here, man. It was a pleasure to have you.
Dean, thank you, man. And thank you for letting me in all these beautiful people. I hope, guys, everyone subscribe, get the sub-only chat going, and to the 6,000 beautiful people in here, and Dean for being a great host. Thank you for allowing me, and I hope that I'm able to come up here and do something for you another time.
Of course. Thank you for coming up, man. Have a good one.
Love you, brother. See ya.
Love you, too. All right, we're going to go and move on to our next guest. Guys, if we are enjoying the content, hit that follow button, baby. I do lives like these every single day. If this button right there is red, hit that shit, make it go white. Also, hop in the guest request if you are a psychic comedian or anything of the sorts and you want to prove yourself to us. We're going to go and get our next guest up in here. Oh, my fucking God. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Bree, thank you so much for the Flying Witch. We have 2 more Flying Witches until we're at our live goal. But anyways, WAJ, we're going to go and get our next guest up in here. That guy kind of scared the shit out of me. That gift is so fucking scary. I'm just looking through my requests here. We're gonna go ahead and get our next person up here. Let's go ahead and see what Lauren Hutcherson has to say here. And anyways, also go like and comment on my recent TikTok, guys. I posted one before I went live. I'm trying to get something to go viral. Thank you for that hat and mustache. The next guest is loading in. Unfortunately, they did not connect, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next. Let's go ahead and see what Red Coley has to say here. Our next guest is loading in here. And everybody tippity tap away on that phone screen. Let's get to 1.6 million likes. Thank you so much for that hat and mustache. We're having some issues getting our guests to connect. And live, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the sub-only chat. Okay, they didn't connect. We're going to go and move on to our next guest. I have the guest requests on, so like it sorts individuals by how many coins that they've sent. So if you want to get up sooner, just send more coins. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So are you a psychic, comedian, or anything of the sorts?
I would say very spiritual. My family's from the Caribbean and practices in multiple of the arts. So I just say
Katie, thank
very
you for the sub.
spiritual.
Sweet, very sweet. And Katie, thank you for that subscription. We have 9 more until we're at 700. That's crazy. So now, might you be able to prove that you're psychic or spiritual to me and the rest of the people in here by, telling me maybe some more specific things about me, my past, my family, my friends, etc. Thank you for that, Corgi
I
Woke.
could surely try. I literally said, "Oh hell," out loud as you let me up.
Matt, thank you for the fireworks.
So just to show so everyone doesn't think I'm lying, this has been my notepad that I've just been taking notes on the entire live and stuff. I started this at 9:35. I don't know if you can, it's right there, 9:35. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I guess just rapid fire it, and you can tell me if it I guess resonates with you. It could be either this happened to you personally, or this could be someone close to you, if that helps.
Thank you for the lemonade. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Okay. So the first thing is, do you by chance have anyone in your life named Miss Schumann?
I do not.
Okay, cool. Was there by chance anyone, and this might be getting a little personal, but anyone that was supposed to be brought into your life, like a sibling or something, by the name of Tommy or Rodney? Does that ring any bells?
No.
Okay, cool. When you were about 5 or 8, did you by chance have a hospital visit that was very scary for the rest of your family? Like they thought you weren't gonna kind of pull out of it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, awesome. We're getting somewhere.
I did. That did happen.
Okay. So with that, the next thing I had written down was, I guess, someone named Sam or Samuel, being someone important in your life. I'm not sure if that's like a grandparent or family friend.
No Sams.
Okay, no Sams. Cool. I don't know if this is you or someone else, but was there a trouble breathing, or it hurt to breathe, maybe a heart stent surgery kind of thing going on?
Nope. Jessica, thank you for that subscription.
Okay, so nothing like that. Completely random, but did you by chance have a lazy eye as a kid, like a little bit of a lazy eye?
Just Judy, thank you so much for the autumn leaves. I really appreciate that. And Brie with a hat and mustache. No, I did not have a lazy eye. Also, we have 8 more subs until we're at 700, guys. Consider dropping a subscription, and we'll have 2 more flying witches until we reach our goal on that. But no, I did not.
Okay, cool. Like I said, I'm just rapid firing these. I don't know where these are coming from or who's saying what. But was there some type of lunchbox that you were obsessed with, growing up? Like either Superman lunchbox or a super figure lunchbox or something?
No.
Okay. Cool. I had gotten something about so it was kind of sort of with the same woman who said a lake incident, but again, I started this at 9:35. Did you by chance have a fishing incident?
No.
No? Okay, cool. Moving on. You said you have not had any trouble breathing, nor anyone in your family. You said no to the pinching in your chest.
Spidey, thank you for the sub. And Abigail, thank you for the sub. Did someone just send some gifted subs? Isaiah, thank you for the fucking sub. Okay. Dora, someone must have just sent some gifted subs. Who did that? Yo, chat, let me know who sent the gifted subs. And Brianna, thank you so much for the fruit hat.
Okay. Was there an incident, and again, completely random, that you almost choked on a vegetable or something, like broccoli or Brussels sprout?
No, not that I could think of. And Grace, thank you for the 5 gifted. W Grace, thank you so much.
Okay, cool. And then the last thing that I have. Oh
Christ, yo, fucking Boulder, thank you
It's
for
so
that.
much different when you're actually hearing it from this
Jesus
side.
Christ. Yeah, thank you so much for the fucking flying witch. Holy shit, thank you, man. I appreciate it. That shit, like, it fucking scares the shit out of me. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay, sweating. So the last thing I was gonna say was
What the hell, bro? Boulder, okay. Boulder. Okay, thank you for achieving the goal, and Kyle, thank you for the subscription. W Boulder, thank you so much for the donations, but holy shit, man, that shit scares the fuck out of me. But thank you so much, man, I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much. But continue on, I'm so sorry, but W fucking Boulder, W gifts, thank you, but go ahead,
You're
man.
good. I'm sweating. So the last two things I had written down,
I'm just gonna go
were
ahead and do it
just
again.
I'm taking my time, but was there something with a sleep paralysis that you had to go and do sleep studies for?
No, I'm gonna be so honest. Bree, thank you for the sub.
Okay, cool.
700th sub, Bree W.
And then the last thing I was gonna say was, is there by chance any like neck problems? So like in your C3, C4 area, or like kind of the back of the neck?
No.
Okay. Well, that was all I had. I guess the only thing you could relate to was the 5 to 8 hospital visit that you were super scared for.
Yep. Thank you so much for that gifted sub. I appreciate it. All right. Well, have a good rest of your day. I appreciate you for coming out.
You too, no problem.
Swing and a miss, unfortunately. Swing and a miss, unfortunately. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest here, guys. If we haven't hit that follow button yet, guys, hit that follow button. I do debates like this every single day. And Tim, thank you so much for the $5 via Venmo for neck problems. We're going to go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Our top gifter in the guest requests here. Let's go ahead and see what they have to say. What's going on? How are you?
What?
Hello?
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't think that would be that fast.
Hi. How you doing?
Well, I'm trying to turn on. Hold on, let me turn on the light. So earlier I've got two questions, I guess. And then if they're true, they're true. If they're not, they're not. So earlier I saw a spider. It was like a plastic spider or a fake spider, or you thought it was fake, over like a blue surface. So it was like a window, blue and white surface. Hold on, baby. Sorry, my kids woke up. And then the other was that your uncle has some kind of lung disease, but he's recovering from it.
Lil, thank you for the subscription. No spider and no uncle with a lung disease, unfortunately. I'm so sorry.
Heard. Have a wonderful night.
Have a wonderful night. Goodbye. All right, guys. Another swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss, guys. Thank you so much for that. Hi, Bear. Everybody, if this button right here is red, hit that shit. Make it go white. Also, go like and comment on the recent TikTok, y'all. Not looking good for the psychics at the moment, but we'll see if that changes up. If you think you are a psychic, go ahead and hop in those guest requests. We're looking for some readings. We're looking for some specifics on me or about my past. If that's not something you could do, don't worry about it. But unfortunately, that's the only kind of people I'm really looking for at the moment. We're gonna go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see. Looking through here, what our next guest has to say. Let's get Sleigh Bay 23 up here. And also, guys, thank you so much for your absolutely insane support tonight. I have another goal of those fucking flying witches because they're kind of fun. They scare the shit out of me, but I kind of like the adrenaline rush. You know what I mean? They're pretty fun. Thank you for the rose. I appreciate that, Carzilla. Our next guest is loading up in here. We just got to give it a minute. Luch, Tao, and Fawn, and Angel, and True Love, thank you guys so much for those follows. And Tim, once again, thank you so much for the Venmo, man. I really appreciate it. We're just honestly going to go ahead and get our next guest up in here. They didn't connect, so moving on to the next. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. So I usually don't do readings. I usually only do like when my friends are pregnant, I tell them if they're having a boy or girl. I don't pick up any kids with you. But your friend, he was up here earlier, and for some reason I was getting baby boy. So I don't know if he has kids already or if he's expecting a baby.
He does not have kids, and he's not expecting the baby. Melly, thank you for that subscription.
Okay, and I don't know why, but I got an image of a white two-story building with like shutters that open from the outside, like the wooden shutters.
Nothing comes to mind, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'm
And
sorry about that.
do you have a dog, or did you have a golden brown dog?
I did not have a golden brown dog.
Okay, that's all. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you so much for your time. Have a good one. Have a good one. Thank you so much for your time. Good psychic, yo. I don't know, maybe the spirits aren't connecting today. Nova! Thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. Thank you so much, Nova. Yo, big shout out Nova. Yo, big shout out Tim too. Tim, thank you for the $8 for the nightly Wendy's. I appreciate that. By the way, if there's a message that you want to get across to me, consider donating to my Venmo or to my Cash App. Both of them are in my bio, and it's almost like a YouTube super chat. So you can attach a message to the donation, and it pops up on the top of my screen, like a notification, literally. So consider that, and I also really appreciate the donations, of course. This is my job. I appreciate y'all so much. We're gonna go and get our next guest up in here, guys. They're loading in. The spirits are not being that kind tonight, unfortunately. So we're gonna go and get our next guest up in here. They're loading in here. We just got to give it a second. And no, my childhood room is not teal. Thank you for that. Had a mustache, Ella. I appreciate it. Okay, Caroline's not loading in. We're moving on to the next. Let's go ahead and see what Russ Playmaker has to say. Nova, thank you so much for that subscription. I'm guessing you're who Venmoed. I appreciate you. All right. Okay, they're not loading in either. Moving on to the next here. We just got to give it a second. Let's go ahead and see what Morgan Hickman has to say. Jenna, thank you for the rose. Also, if you are in the guest requests and you want to get up sooner than later, consider sending like a few coins. I'm just picking out people that have like coins attached to their name. What's up, Morgan? How are you? Okay, unfortunately, Morgan, hello. Okay, Morgan's not here. Logan, thank you so much for the $5. And River, thank you for the $12.57. Yo, W Logan and W Rivers, thank you guys so much for the Venmos. I really appreciate you guys. You are very, very, very kind. Thank you so much. River, thank you so much for that Venmo. Same thing with you, Tim. I appreciate y'all so very much. Our next guest is loading up in here. We just got to give it a second. We just got to give it a second. Let the spirits connect, guys. We got to let the spirits connect here. Got to give the spirits a second to connect. Maple's not loaded in. Okay, moving on to the next. Sometimes it's a little weird. Adam, thank you for the glizzy and Aspen with the roses. Next guest is loading up in here. Hello. Sade,
Hi.
thank you for the $1. Hello.
Hi.
MW, thank you for the $5. Go ahead.
Okay, so you're Dean in Colorado, and I'm just going to connect with your guardian angels and just ask if there's any messages that I can share with you tonight.
Okay, 1 second. Savannah, thank you for the $30. Marley, thank you for the $5. You guys are going absolutely absurdly insane on the donations right now. I love you all. Savannah and Marley, guys, thank you so much. And Woodstock, thank you so much for the $4. It's literally like every notification. You guys are going insane. Bree, thank you for the sunglasses. But please, no, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm connecting with your guardian angels, and they're telling me something about a house. I'm not too sure if you're looking to get into like real estate or probably like invest in real estate or homes or something like that, but they're telling me that would be something that would be profitable for you when it comes to investing your.
Shut up, you're fucking Maya and Mason, guys. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate the both of you. Yeah, I am considering buying a duplex.
Yeah, I'm being told that that's going to be very profitable for you. And you can actually start looking into creating your real estate portfolio. And pretty much your angels are telling me with you, the sky is the limit. Like, do not limit yourself. Especially when it comes around money. I remember talking about the whole Mr. Beast thing. That's really where you need to be. And I'm just getting that as you're getting older, you're gonna make you're going to make big choices. They're also telling me like luxury car rentals. You can invest like say like in a Rolls Royce or like in a Ferrari, and you can like rent that out. And I'm getting like exotic cars. So that way you can create the car can pay for itself where you're renting out the car, but you can use the car as well for your own personal.
Um, Amy, thank you so much for that cash app. I appreciate it. You guys are going crazy on the donations. Honestly, I'm just gonna start shouting out the ones that are $10 or over, just because like it's literally like every fucking notification. I really appreciate that. I appreciate you all so very much. You guys are fucking going insane. I love you all. Nothing that you've said, really. I guess yeah, possibly. I kind of see myself going down that line, but I mean, more so. Are the guard are the guardian angels telling you anything about like me or my past? So it's something I could confirm or deny as being true. So it might offer like credence or proof towards you having a connection with them.
Something in your past. Okay, hold on for a second.
I mean,
Are
thank you
you
for the business advice, though.
sorry?
Thank you for the business advice.
Oh, you're welcome. That's the first thing they showed me was with the real estate. That's going to be very profitable. Something in your past, I'm being told like you're very close with your mom. You have a very special bond with your mother. And
This
I'm,
seems
I'm
pretty
not,
vague though, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna have connections with their mothers.
not necessarily. I do a lot of readings. There's a lot of people with narcissistic moms, abusive moms, but you're lucky to have a mom as an angel by your side. And I'm just getting like you have this very
Mochi,
special
thank you.
that you have this very special bond with your mom. That's just coming up a lot. Um, that she takes really good care of you. So maybe I don't know, like your mom does your laundry and and yes, it sounds very general, but it's not. As I said, there's a lot of people out there that do not have good relationships with their parents. But I feel there's just this very special bond with your mom. It could be like before you make decisions, you would probably go to your mom, or if there's something really big or really,
Jed,
she is the
thank you for the
person
sub.
that.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely doesn't do my laundry. She lives about 400 miles away from me, and I mean, me and my mom are in good terms, but we definitely don't talk very much.
Very interesting. So maybe that is something you could work on because I'm getting there's something there with your mom. So just take it as is. But maybe the message that came through the biggest was about your real estate thing. That
Okay.
was the.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming up.
Yeah, you're welcome. Take care.
You take care. That's pretty broad. That's pretty broad. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest here, guys. Everybody, tippity tap away on that phone screen. Let's get to 1.7 million likes. Moki, you're going crazy with the paper cranes. Thank you so much, W fucking Moki. Thank you. We're gonna go ahead and see what our next guest has to say here. Let's go ahead and get them up. Who's it gonna be? Who do I want to bring up? Thank you for the fucking 2 cents via Venmo. Yeah, fucking 2 cents. Thank you so much. User, thank you for the hand hearts. I really appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Hello, are you a psychic?
Hi, yeah, I'm a psychic medium.
Sweet. So do you think you might be able to prove that to me by telling me anything specific about me or my life or my past or just something that can be confirmed or denied?
Yeah, I can give it a go. I've got a few things.
Sweet, go for it.
Okay, so obviously yes or no. So, I see a White House. I'm not sure if you're living in a White House, which is very vague. I also see horses. I don't know if you
not.
have a lot to do with horses or had a lot to do with horses when you were younger.
Graphic, thank you for the sub. And Bree, thank you for the little crown. Yeah, I mean, I used to ride horses a little bit when I was younger, but I don't
Yeah,
live
I
in the
got
White
that.
House,
You don't.
unfortunately.
You don't? Okay. So, do you have I'm not sure if I'm picking up on a man. I'm not sure if he's passed though, because I can pick up on people that are still alive. So, a grandfather who has a lot to do with water, like a lot to do with water. Like I don't know if he has a boat. He fishes a lot. Um, Also with you and your best friend. I feel like you've known him since like kindergarten age. Um, and I get this thing where like one of your mothers are like really accepting of yous, like also like taken him or you on as like a child?
I don't know if I have any necessary
Like where
big.
you would like she'd
Logan, thank
cook
you for the
dinner
sub.
and she'd cook dinner. You like one
That's
of you would be
decent.
there for dinner.
Yeah, sure. I
Like
mean, like I could see that. I mean,
yeah, like I can kind of see you guys like this is kind of strange, but like you're that close that you'd eat out of the same bowl as each other. Like so, say there's
Oh,
been lasagna made,
definitely not that
um,
close.
not that close. Okay, so there's like I get lasagna, like I don't know, someone's mum's cooked lasagna and you've like got the dish left over and you're just like eating out of it type of thing. Also I get that someone really close to you did commit suicide. I don't know if that's a brother or another close friend of yours and your best friend.
No one close to me committed suicide.
No, okay. And no family member or anything like that.
No.
Okay, so the grandfather thing, is there a grandfather who likes to be on water, like on a boat or fishing?
No. Not really. Jason, thank you for that sub. No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I also picked up on the close bond with mum, but I also see there was like an argument there that made you guys. I don't know if it was a specific argument or whether it was just like a nagging thing, which sort of, yeah, drawn you
Will,
apart a
thank you for
little
the
bit.
sub. Yeah, I'm not really seeing or feeling any correlation to these things. Do you have anything else?
No, just like the blokes in your family like the old fancy cars. They got like I don't know if they have a few fancy cars or like whether they collect like the Matchbox cars, Mercedes and the old school cars.
No, not really.
All right. And where you rode your horses when you were younger, was there like a white farmhouse or anything there?
Keith, thank you for the subscription. No, it was out of like a buddy's barn, and it wasn't like a white farmhouse.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you for your time.
Oh, good. No, thank you.
Have a good one. All right, we're going to move on to the next guest. Jennifer, thank you so much for that Cash App. Everybody, tippity tap away on that phone screen. Thank you so much. Let's get to 2 million likes, y'all. Mocha, thank you so much for the paper cranes. I appreciate it. We're going to move on to our next guest of the night here. Let's go ahead and see what our next guest has to say. We're going to let Garen up here, y'all. We're going to go ahead and let Garen up here, guys. Let's go ahead and see what Garen has in store for us tonight here, chat. Aaron, thank you for the roses. Juliet, for $1, says, put me on. Katrina's Toy Box. How about we do that? How about we go ahead and let this person who just sent me some money on. Actually, Jennifer, can you Can you send another $1 over Cash App with like the name? Because I don't see the at. Tim, thank you so much for the $10. Avoiding TikTok 66%. Fucking W Tim for that. Hello, Aaron. Are you a psychic? Thank you for the hand hearts.
Why, yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I sure can. Do you think you might be able to go out and try to prove that to us?
Yes. I'm getting a feeling from the spirits that you have headphones on and you're talking into a microphone right now. I could be wrong, but these are things that I'm getting right now.
W user, thank you so much for all the hand hearts. Holy shit. Yeah, that guy was, super spot on, if I say so myself. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next guest here. W user for all those hand hearts. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, what's going on? Are you a psychic?
Yes, I am. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Do you think you might be able to go ahead and try to prove that to us?
Yes. All right. So I want to make this a little bit more interesting. So instead of just going into telling you about your past, I want to do something where I could tell you something that's kind of currently happening right now.
Sure, I'll go for it. And also, user with the hand hearts. But yeah,
All right.
please no, go for it.
All right. This is what I want you to do. I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to get a pen. And I want you to write a number on that paper.
Sweet. I have a computer and a laptop. All right, sweet. I got a number down.
But I want you to be able to like reveal this to the people that are watching after I say it, showing that you've written it down.
Sweet. Yeah, I got that.
All right. Okay, cool. Gotcha. All right. Number between 1 and 100. You got it?
Yep. Yep.
All right. Let me look into your eyes.
Bree and User with the Roses. My God, y'all, thank you.
All right. Is your number 32?
No.
All right. Let me try again. Hold up. Is your number 17?
No.
1.
What the fuck is this? What spirits? You got some misleading spirits. No, it's not one either.
82.
No.
Okay. Let me try something else. Hold on. Right now, you're wearing yellow underwear.
No.
You drive a silver or gray car.
No. Aaron, thank you
You
for the
like to
sub.
say the word no.
I actually hate saying the word no. I'm so disappointed by your delusional spirits. Nova, thank you for the $5. Hey, bestie, what's going on?
All right, one final one. Let me see. All right, your favorite food. Do you have a specific favorite food?